Okay, and we're up. We're live. Welcome, welcome, my dudes. Doesn't seem like it's been a week. That went by very fast. I don't know about you.
Did.
Yeah.
Not as fast as soap going down the motorway.
There was no speeding.
Well, and no texting while driving.
Definitely no texting while driving.
There's no evidence of this. I don't know why you would say something like that.
Especially on the record.
Exactly. Just conjecture and rumours until proven. Speaking...
All lies, I tell you.
Exactly. But they're entertaining lies. And isn't that the point in the end? Okay. So this is us. This is everybody. Excellente. So, can I just confirm that everybody has got access to their character sheet? That when they do access it, they can see everything they expect to access?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Excellent. Mighty. Okay. Well, yes, I do have something new to show you guys, but that will have to happen in just a moment as I take us over to our actual working intro video. Excuse us 10 seconds, folks. We'll be right back. Welcome, welcome, folks, to Carrion Crown, 2nd edition adaptation of the original 1st edition adventure path. I'm MJ the GM, and I will be your games master for the next couple of hours, and with me are my crusaders. Say hello, folks.
Hello,
Hey.
folks.
Good evening.
Hey.
I was fully open to that. I'm surprised I didn't see that coming. I walked into that door gladly.
If there's an obvious pun to pull, I will pull on it.
Good to know. But yes, that's enough of seeing just my silly face. Let's show everybody else. Here they are. Okay, groovy. Let's get this thing started. So first things first, obviously, I did say that you have been given a new tool, so I need to show you that first. So, folks, in the top left, not the top left, because that's the left-hand controls, there should be clue board and maybe even investigation board that you should be able to select and go to. Currently looking at the clue board. That's our previous one. The clue board is our previous one, so it's good to remind ourselves of where it is, because this is where we originally made the notes. But then I sat down and thought to myself, you know what? This is Foundry we're talking about, and it's been around for a while. Chances are good that some clever clogs has gone and created a module where we can do a proper investigation board. And wouldn't you know it, we found it. So, if everybody can pop themselves along to investigation board. I notice, Nick, oh, no, there you are, you've transferred over. Excellent. So, just to confirm, you can see both clue board and investigation board in the navigation list on the left. So you can switch between them as and when you want. Smart.
Yeah.
So, the tools that you're going to be able to use in order to utilize the best of this investigation board are in the drawing tools. But first, I have to give you a little note, a little warning. This is where trust comes in, because in order to use this effectively, I have to give you guys the permissions to be able to not only draw, but also to look at my server file layout and be able to upload files to it, like pictures and the like. So, this is where I'm trusting you not to abuse this power that I have given you.
Promised by Regathiel not to do this.
Good to know. I will hold you to it. So, there's not a high likelihood that you will, but on the off chance that you do need to upload images just for whatever reasons to do this investigation board, there is a folder I put aside called Carrion Crown Downloadable Media or something like that. It should be fairly obvious, but if not, ask me for help and I'll give it. But the important thing is the tools. So, when I say the drawing tools, does everybody know? Does anybody not know what I'm talking about? I did bring this up last week, so hopefully you remember. If not, that's fine. Let me know. I'm going to take silence for, yeah, we more or less know what you're talking about, but we're going to see who answers first. If you're on drawing tools, the pencil in the left side, you should notice there are a lot more options now down on the second half. Underneath the bin icon, which is clear drawings, you have create sticky note, create photo node, create index card, handout note, media note, pin.
Yes.
So you can now create little sticky notes, place them wherever you want on here. They can have as much or as little information as you want. One thing about sticky notes is that don't put too much text in there because the text will run over and it might stop you being able to actually close the pop-up window that comes up when you click on it, just to see what its contents are. If you want to do a bigger block of text, I would recommend index card. But as you can see from playing with these already, these little post-it notes and whatnot have font size, font color, as well as the actual background color themselves you can customize. So if you want to, you can now hopefully fully recreate the notes you created last time on the clue board on this, the investigation board. So whoever wants to can go ahead and start now working on recreating the clue board on this, the investigation board. Once we're happy that we've recreated all the notes you've currently made, we can then get rid of the clue board because this works so much better. So is any of that not clear, and does anybody need any help?
Don't think we can people move things, or
Should be able to.
Does it only work when the game isn't paused?
I can unpause and see if you can move things now.
Ah, yeah.
There we are. Smart. The likelihood of there being audio things is probably 0, but, you know, that would be more for things like Call of Cthulhu or Delta Green or other such investigation games. Which is more than likely what the investigation board was made for. Buy milk. Yes, do that. Wait, I knew I'd forgotten something. Ah, damn it. There you go, ADHD brain again found better things to do. Divion Andrasant. If you want, I can put Divion's portrait in that image thing. Image clue, if you'd like.
Was that how you spell it?
That more or less. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you got it. Let me see. Where did I put Mr. Andrasant's, pardon me, Lord Andrasant's portrait?
Uncle Addy.
Indeedy. Right, so yes, the folder was Carrion Crown uploaded content. But I'm going somewhere else for the moment. It's going to be not Alden Foxglove, Div... Yon Andrasant. Swarthy looking fellow.
Ooh! Look at it. Links.
Yes, you can draw string between pins. You can get rid of string between pins as well, but it's a bit finicky. You have to find the bit along the string where it turns from an arrow cursor to a finger cursor, right click, and then use remove connections to undo any unwanted string connectors. Can be a bit finicky. Oh, I like that sticky note.
I was going to say, was that Nick's Nick? Was that Ragnar's sticky note?
I saw Pray to Pharasma, so it's not Ragnar.
Oh yeah,
It was me. I was experimenting.
It was you.
Ah.
Oh, okay. I cast aspersions. They were incorrect. I am sorry.
I worried that maybe it was me that had written it, and I was like, I didn't remember writing that, but those are my goals.
Nice.
Not necessarily in that order, unfortunately.
Right. So, how are we doing with recreating what the clue board had? There was the entries in Professor Lorrimor's journal. May as well bring that over. That was an image, wasn't it? Photo node. Will it be photo node, or shall I just... Tell you what, I can do better than that. I can... Professor's journal. Let's make a note of it, because this is something I can do. Handout note. Bing! Here it is. The Professor's journal. This clue board is now just replete with things saying clue, 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 notes. So what else do we have on the clue board? Whispering Way, Necromancer Cabal, Harrowstone, books, and somebody had put down the names of all the books. Yes, indeed.
Only the author can copy the text.
If that's the case, then let's get... Let's see what we can't do. I keep forgetting which one's the right one.
I can copy it and then we can recreate it if you want.
Cool. Whoop, there we go. Lovely.
You can just copy and paste into a sticky note if you want.
Right. So I'll just give you a couple more minutes to sort out your clue board, because this will be something you'll be able to come back to. Lovely, lovely. There we are. Bastien's list. Okay, cool. Remember to unpack armor. You mean he hasn't been wearing it this entire time?
Not my big full plate armor that I haven't bought yet. So mechanically, it's packed away.
Gotcha.
I guess I'll move this down away from everyone else's important clues.
Pick up dry cleaning. Remember to call back in with Mother. Let me get rid of some extraneous ones here, because you're not going to have audio. What's this one you've tried linking to here? Nothing. Okay. Spooch. Let's get rid of that. That one too, because you currently don't have a suspect or a place.
Everyone is a suspect.
Believe me, I'll be asking myself some very searching questions later on. And if you can identify what I just quoted from, I will give you +2 to your next attack, or saving throw.
sounds familiar.
Haha. Oh yeah, we didn't actually have an image of Professor Lorrimor. There you go. Some homework for you. Somebody can find an appropriate image that could be Professor Petros Lorrimor. So many clues. We having trouble, folks, or are we doing okay?
I'm gonna be here all day, so we can continue if you like.
I was kind of getting the feeling that somebody was having a little too much fun. Okay. Right. As of last time, we had essentially done the funeral and met a few key figures from Ravengro who had attended the funeral, and also, quite crucially, had the reading of Professor Lorrimor's will, which, as has been noted here on the clue board, contained a number of books the Professor has asked to be returned to Lepidstadt University, funnily enough in Lepidstadt, along with a book that has to be returned to a judge in Lepidstadt, pardon me, let me get my pronunciation right. But those can come later, because Professor Lorrimor has charged each of you with making sure that his daughter Kendra is looked after for at least the next month. So for the time being, the 5 of you are situated in Ravengro.
She was present at that point, wasn't she?
She was present at that point during the reading of the will, yes.
Yeah.
And you also had a meeting down the pub, the Laughing Demon, with a Divion Androsant. Just to have a little confab and find out what it is he knows. Some of you seemed very mistrustful of Lord Androsant. Can possibly imagine why. He's a stand-up fellow.
Well, apart from when he's, falling over.
And apart from when he's being knocked over by, yes, having a glass jaw, apparently. But, there we go. So, there was some discussion about where to go and what to do next. There was a discussion over potentially visiting the prison, Harrowstone, the ruin of the prison. Was there anything else anybody else wanted to get done?
There was mention in his journal, wasn't there, about him inspecting a tomb or something. I'm trying to remember where it was.
There was mention of a hidden cache of items in a false tomb?
Yes.
False crypt? Yes.
So that, I think, is probably a worthwhile thing to check out.
Cool. Now, in that regard, actually, no, let's remain here on the clue board for a moment whilst we get an idea of what we want to do. So, you did spend... you arrived during a previous day. You spent most of the morning just introducing yourselves to each other and keeping Kendra company. It was then sort of towards midday when the actual funeral itself was held, the burial. And then you spent some time just messing around, having a look at some of these books and stuff that was in the will, and also went to the Laughing Demon. So a good deal of your, essentially a second day in Ravengro has now been used up. So the sun is now setting. It's probably time to go back to Lorrimor House. So unless you guys want to get anything particular done in the night...
That's for the undead and the uncouth.
Both of which are classifications of monsters. Yes, go on, Nick.
Yes, Ragnar suggests that we keep watch, because
Okay.
the situation is kind of strange and potentially dangerous for everyone.
Well,
I mean,
So
that
if-
sounds.
Yes,
It sounds right up your alley, Ragnar, old chap.
yes, I think it's wise, and I'm willing to keep watch most of the night if someone wants to sleep and have a good rest.
I
So-
do love a good sleep, it's true.
to avoid fatigue, in Ragnar's case, it's probably best if it's like somebody does. You've got 5 people, so 2 hours on, then the next one, then 2 hours, and the next one, then 2 hours, and the next one, and so somebody is going to be left out of the loop since there are 5 of you. In fact, if you wanted to, you could change the times down even further so that nobody is spending too much time up, as it were. But that's just a suggestion. Don't be held to my word. That's just what I think. It's up to you guys to decide how long watch is for and who's going when.
So what is the maximum time before fatigue kicks in?
Well, if you've been up for the regular 12, not longer than 12 hours, let's see, we got up at, let's say more or less 7 or 8 a.m. Things finished around 10, so you've been up for a good 14 odd hours, 15 odd hours. You probably don't want to be up for too much longer than that.
How close to 30 was Roach again? Because obviously at that point you're going to start getting pains in your knees and just general fatigue.
Roach, you going to take that from this whippersnapper?
I think he will. He doesn't get offended by little men, even though he's like taller than him.
That was out of character. That was so expressing his pains of turning 30 back in the day.
I know,
I
I just
mean,
like to stir things.
Yeah, I mean, Roach isn't someone that will like really care too much about getting fatigue. So if people prefer to sleep, he is going to stay up as long as possible until someone takes over his watch. So he does not mind getting like mechanically fatigue if that means people are able to sleep.
I already got left out of carrying the casket. At this point, I'm taking a watch just to feel included.
Okay.
Bastien will gripe and grumble, but will certainly take a turn at watching.
All right. It looks like
if you can rouse him from his from hopefully the feather bed he's got.
it seems like Caelee's got her choice of when, if at all, to take watch. Other folks are trying to be very competitive. I will take the longer watch than everybody else. No, I will take the longer watch than everybody else. Ha
I'll take the whenever somebody decides they want a glass of milk.
ha. Gotcha. Okay.
The pantry well stocked at least.
Yes, the pantry may end up getting raided a number of times during the course of this night, I fancy. Snacking may be the thing that happens. Okay, if you want to have folks on watch, that's no problem. Kendra is more than happy to leave you guys to it. She seemed more than a little amused that that at the very start Ragnar and Roach seemed to be almost in competition over who would be, no, I will stay up. No, I will stay up. But she's very quick to say, I'm off to bed, good night, you can sort it out yourselves. Off she goes.
Okay.
But, nevertheless, the night is uneventful. Besides having to actually rouse Bastien, which may be involved... Well, you know what? Can I get a perception check from Bastien, please, to see how easy it is for him to actually wake up?
Sure. Do you want it blind or
No,
in the
just
open?
throw it out there. I just want to see the number.
Oh, okay.
I want to gain a general idea of... Okay, that's not too bad. 17?
Okay.
All right. So the good news is you don't have to smother him or anything to get him up. You just have to kick his foot a couple of times or prod him once or twice, and he does actually come around. So that's not.
I'm
not
up.
too
I'm
bad.
up. Yes.
But he does take a little time to get ready because he has to look good.
Yeah, got to make sure the hair is the bed look, but not actually like I've just got out.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. So yes, the night goes mostly uneventfully, except for the trial of having to rise Bastien. But
All the books are on that tome note, by the way. It's just you have to look
so
at
I
it.
see.
It doesn't fit.
Cool.
Typeface type as well. That's pretty cool.
Ooh. Cool.
There is a little glitch I have noticed with Investigation Board, in that if I shut down the server and come back later, I've noticed the font actually goes back to default, so we'll see what happens next time as an experiment. It hasn't always happened, but it'll be interesting to see if it does. Same goes for the rest of my groups who use this, actually, as well. So, is that everything from the clue board now transplanted onto this investigation board?
Yes.
Excellent. So we can close clue board and use investigation board from here on in. Excellent. So, let's go to Lorrimor House. The next morning. So, who was the last on watch? We've already just seen that it was more than likely Ragnar and old Roach who were competing for first place. So they're unlikely to be the last ones up. Somebody had to rouse Bastien at some point, so I don't know. Who wants to be first up?
Already Bastien, since he's got the easiest watch to take.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be the last one on watch. The dawn is breaking. Yeah.
So, Bastien gets the job of helping Kendra prepare breakfast, essentially, for everybody else. Take him away.
Yes.
And everyone gets up, not at the same time, but obviously everybody filters down the next morning, and Kendra and Bastien, to a greater or lesser degree, it's up to you to decide, may have some breakfast for you to come down to. How do you picture Bastien's attempt at preparing breakfast went?
He's used to preparing breakfast. Back in the temple, they were charged with everybody had to take turns at preparing breakfast for people. So he's well drilled at this. Just because he's not necessarily happy about being awake doesn't mean that he's not fine at this. It's all very functionally laid out. He's sipping on a cup of tea as people stir.
Okay. So folks can wander down at whatever order they deem fit, and can eventually start congregating around the dining table, essentially, to have a good old breakfast. After you have finished such, and somebody is about to be allocated the task of doing the dishes, that's when you hear buck, buck, buck on the front door. Somebody is knocking.
You expecting anyone, Kendra?
No, she says.
You can open this.
Okay.
Okay. Feel free to open the door. The man who greets you at the front door is a somewhat middle-aged looking man in a padded jacket and a breastplate. You think you've seen him around already, and as soon as you answer the door, he looks at you and goes, "Oh, yes, hello. I'm sorry to trouble you this morning, but I'm Sheriff Caelee," and he looks around as if looking to see if anybody's watching him, almost. "Could I come in? I think I might need your help."
Yes, Sheriff. Come in. Ragnar steps away, bowing slightly to the figure of authority.
Okay.
There's definitely like a rogues gallery of us leant up against this wall, watching Ragnar open the door by the looks of things.
Yes, so bearing in mind, nobody's in their armor, nobody's got their weapons, everybody's in their regular civilian clothing.
No, Ragnar is usually wears his armor from morning till night.
Blimey.
That's the custom of Knights of Last Wall.
Okay. Morning to you all. I'm so terribly sorry to have intruded on you like this, but you were all friends of Professor Lorrimor, yes?
Oh, Laurie? Yes, of course. Tea?
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Okay.
Something's happened that's very unusual, and well, ordinarily for this kind of thing, I'd ask the professor for help, but he's not here anymore. So I was wondering if I could pervade upon your good natures to help me with this discovery we've made this morning. If I could ask you all,
please go on.
I don't feel comfortable. He looks in the direction of the dining room where he can see Kendra is busy stacking up plates, but Kendra is kind of half listening. She's turning her head occasionally. I'm not sure if I want to trouble Miss Kendra with this. Could I ask you to all meet me outside and then to follow me, please? Bring whatever equipment you deem necessary. Very few people are actually up and around yet in the town, and so I would like to avoid attracting too much attention. So, yeah, if you could just meet me outside the door, and I will show you what it is I need your help with. Excuse me.
A minute. Bastien goes running upstairs, put on his armor.
I'll even like hide under the sheets. I don't want to go.
Don't make me go.
I don't want to go to school, Mum.
Yeah.
Ragnar is approaching Kendra, and I think Caelemne's here also, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Just cleaning up.
Kendra, I think we might. The local sheriff needs some help from us.
So I gathered.
Yes, please give me your blessings.
Ragnar, you don't need my blessings to do anything. Besides which, Father would have wanted you to help out where you could. I'm fine. I've got things to get on with. You help the sheriff with whatever he needs help with. Same goes for the rest of you.
Fine, Kendra. Okay, we'll go, and Lady Caelemne, will you please go too?
Yep. Grab my backpack and I'm on my way.
Okay.
For school.
So, if I could ask you all to cluster your tokens near to the front door so that I have got you in a nice, fairly disorganized group so that I can copy your tokens to where we want to go. That includes you too, Bastien.
Sorry, I'm just...
Naturally, everybody's waiting for Bastien to get dressed.
I mean, I look good. It takes a little while to this together.
Of course.
To look this good, yes indeed. So,
I nearly put on the wrong black smock. It's what happens when you're in a rush. It was nearly my charcoal black instead of my midnight black.
The horror.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand, Rell. It's
the fashion horror. Okay. Let's go to Ravengro, just to show you where we are going to be moseying. So, once again, Lorrimor House. The sheriff takes the lead and starts leading you southwesterly. But then, as you get to around about this crossing here, he starts to lead you along the path before taking you past a farm, past an old shack, to the shore of the river that runs through Ravengro, and eventually leads you to this spot here, the memorial. Now I'm just going to move the party token to one side so that I can reveal a little note for later in case we ever need to come back. As he's leading you there, the sheriff explains, I'm taking you to the memorial. You haven't been in Ravengro before, yes?
No.
Okay, so the memorial is the one that was erected in memory of the people who died in the destruction of the Harrowstone prison. So that's where we're going. Just
Harrowstone prison, you say?
Yes. Oh, you have heard of it.
Yes, only briefly.
Yeah, I saw it written down somewhere. Can't remember where, but is it? Was it a famous thing?
Around here, very much so. Yes, very much so. A defining moment in the recent history of the town, certainly. But the history lesson can wait for another time. Just up here, the ground starts to rise. As you start to crest the rise, you see there is a very tall, standing statue, and we will go there now.
What did you say the sheriff's name was again? Sorry, I got sheriff, but then
Sheriff Caelee.
Caelee.
Let me just see. Is there? Do I have?
Benjamin.
No, I don't.
Caelee.
This'll do. So, the memorial. The memorial itself is a tall statue of a bravely posed man in armor. The statue itself is standing on a very tall plinth. On the face of the plinth are engraved, numerous names. The memorial itself looks very old, but of course the thing that draws your attention after you manage to take in the statue itself is pretty much what you see in front of you. The sheriff just stands off to one side as, well, very little needs to be said. But as you take in the scene before you, the spatters of blood spread onto the face of the memorial itself and spattered all over the ground. One thing does draw your attention, everybody, in that even though there are a great many spatters of blood, the one piece that stands out is a mark that looks like, this is in blood, looks like a downward facing arrow or a letter V or the Roman numeral 5. That kind of shape has been drawn on the memorial in blood. Sheriff Caelee looks rather disturbed by the whole thing and is barely able to look at it. One of my deputies was doing his regular rounds, decided, as is usual, to pay respects at the memorial, and when he got here, he found this. He alerted me, and, well, I came out here. Well, I just don't know what to make of this. Neither does my deputy. We'd rather keep this from being seen by everybody else. I mean, not many people come out here these days, but on the off chance somebody does, I mean... What do you make of it?
This is not normal?
Absolutely not. No, this has never happened before. I mean, why
Ragnar
would someone
touches-
do this?
Yes, Ragnar touches the blood with his fingers and tries to learn how old is the blood when the spilling happened. Maybe using his warfare lore skill.
Warfare lore. I would aim more for medicine, but I will let you roll warfare lore just to see.
Okay.
Okay. It's difficult to tell with any certainty. It's still mostly wet. So that suggests what it suggests, whatever it suggests to you. But being able to tell any detail more than that is difficult, especially with the fact that it's not long morning, so most of this grass is wet with dew and is just drying up as the sun is now getting higher in the sky. Anybody else have anything they'd like to try?
Roach would like to ask the sheriff as he points up towards the statue. Who exactly is this man?
Oh, this is a statue commemorating Warden Horkran. He was the warden of Harrowstone when it burnt down. Terrible tragedy.
Is the blood V pointing towards anything, or would we recognize it as a symbol or writing?
If it's pointing at something, it's unclear because it's written, I say written, smeared, drawn over a few names, but it doesn't seem to... It seems... It's not central, it's off to the left. But if it's pointed to something, it could be pointing to a name, one of the names written on, which, if you ask Sheriff Caelee about it, will tell you that's the name of one of the guards that perished in the Harrowstone fire. As for symbol, well, like I said, it could be an arrow pointing down, it could be number 5, it could be the letter V. Without context, it's difficult to tell.
Is there any blood trail anywhere, or does it seem like it's just been dumped out of a bucket or something?
Ooh, interesting.
Perhaps some on a bit of a boot, and it might have, trailed up.
Sure. Can I get a survival check just to see how on the... And bearing in mind, if any of you fancy aiding this survival check, you can. Or any of the checks. If you fancy aiding any each other's checks, that's fine and good.
Would you like this blind or public?
No, you can make it public, it's fine.
Okay, I'll wait for the aid before I do anything.
So anybody who wants to aid...
guidance instead of aiding?
Oh, sure, in which case it'll just be an automatic +1. Thanks to guidance. Nice. Good. That is a status bonus. Okay, cool.
Cool. Well, Roach will crouch down and run his hand over the grass so you can just scan the area if you can see any droplets anywhere.
Okay, before you roll then, I would like you... Never mind. Never mind.
I'm gonna hero point so you can continue what you're gonna say if you want, because
No.
seems like
it's fine. It's all good. I was merely going to point out.
Never mind.
Never mind. It's all good. It's fine. I was merely going to point out that if you wanted to add guidance to yourself, and this goes for everybody, the right-hand results column. With guidance, you can see there is a block of text that says spell effect guidance. You can actually click, hold, drag, and drop that onto your character to have it apply to you.
Yes.
There you go. And so when you roll a skill check or an attack roll or anything like that, you would be able to then check whether or not you are having guidance apply. So, overall, yes, okay, so from that survival check, and all the aid given as a result, you can determine that due to the messy nature of it, it seemed like the blood was emptied out all at once in one spot, likely this one, and then someone applied probably a finger, maybe two, to draw that symbol. The rest is spatter that's just seemed to have been flicked onto it or squirted onto it.
So we're looking for someone with blood on their fingers. I say, looking at Ragnar with blood on his fingers.
We got him.
Yes, Ragnar sighs.
Case closed.
Yeah.
I'm taking that's not being said out loud. That's an internal
Yes,
monologue kind of thing.
That was sorry.
Otherwise, Sheriff Caelee would look rather horrified at that notion. Oh my god, the murderers are right here. Okay, good.
Sir,
gotcha.
Ragnar says, can you please tell us something more about the fire, which you mentioned previously?
The fire? You don't
Yes,
suppose
the
that's got
fire.
anything to do with this, do you?
No, but we might benefit from knowing the town's history a bit.
I
Also,
see.
the professor mentioned this fire event when we, communicated with him.
He did?
Oh yes,
Interesting.
in some interesting historical contexts.
I see. Well, okay. I mean, you ask anybody in the town about it, they'll be able to tell you. Ravengro was, we presume, mostly built as a town to supplement the prison. For a long time, a lot of other townships in the area would send their prisoners here to the prison in Ravengro in order to utilize the prison space. About 50 years or so ago, something broke out. A riot, I believe, broke out in the prison, and terrible tragedy. Guards and the warden sacrificed themselves to stop the prisoners from escaping, and then, unfortunately, a fire started, and it engulfed the entire prison. Only a few people managed to get away. The warden died, the prisoners died, even the warden's wife was said to have died in that conflagration. Terrible tragedy. The prison's been left a ruin ever since. And we built the memorial to commemorate those heroic figures that gave their lives so that those criminals wouldn't escape.
Is there any official list of the people who died in the fire?
If you wanted to look them up, there are places you can read up on it. Sure.
Okay, so this information is not closed. It's not classified.
No. You would have to. I mean, off the top of my head, you could ask. Well, ordinarily I'd say go to the town hall and view the records there, but he looks you all up and down. Forgive me for saying this, but you're all newcomers, outsiders, so the likelihood of you being able to just talk your way into being able to access the town's records. Another place to check might be with the Temple of Pharasma. They keep pretty good records of births and deaths, but then Father Grimburrow is very particular about who he lets view that kind of thing. He takes his job very seriously, so... That's one possibility.
We're devout servants of her lady, or at least some of us are. And I give a enthusiastic nod towards Caelee.
Fury is nodding in agreement.
Yeah.
Okay,
Same.
well... I mean, you can try. I mean, he's a good man, his Father Grimburrow, but he's very set in his ways. I mean, if you are indeed servants, then that will probably go a long way to smoothing things over. So you could, I suppose, go about looking at who died in the prison that way. Sure. Let me think. Then I'm also told that Professor Lorrimor kept very good records himself, so... Yeah.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Roach is like looking at the amount of blood, and he's gonna say to the sheriff, so, has anyone been reported missing? Do you know?
Well, I don't know yet. I'd have to ask around just to make sure, of course, but naturally that would be my next step. If you think somebody's been bled?
Well,
I mean, this
it's
much
hard
blood.
it's hard to say, but I wouldn't rule that out.
I see. Well, yes, I will go contact my deputies and I will get them doing a search just to see if we can surreptitiously ask around to see if anybody's missing.
Did anybody report that they were missing some blood?
He looks askance. has a quite. I'm sorry. What? Look, twitch to his head at that point. Looks at Bastien like, what?
Where did I leave that blood?
Yeah, well, you never know. Bastien's blissfully ignorant to the fact that he's caused
An
concern
idiot?
at that. Yes.
As far as I'm aware, nobody has reported any injuries, but again, I suppose I shall have to get my deputies on it to do a house-to-house check to make sure everybody's okay. That will arouse curiosity from the townsfolk, but I suppose needs must.
So again, with like how the blood is on the statue, I previously said like maybe a bucket, but the way it's kind of like spread on it, does it seem more plausible that someone has been like cut open and something's like sprayed out, like it's more of a sprayed motion compared to someone chucking it inside of a container?
I will say that there does seem to be a suggestion of a high-powered spurt. Whether that means an arterial, somebody nicked an artery, or was, had their artery nicked by something, and
Imagine like if Roach like stood here, like he's like basically pretending if he was like the one that it happened to. He's like kind of making the motion like where like the angle you would be standing. Obviously, there's lots of blood on the floor, so I imagine that person then bled
medicine.
out here if
Medicine
it was
check,
a person.
please.
Okie doke.
I would like a medicine check to see how. Ooh, very good. Yeah, that's occultism.
Yes, Ragnar is also trying to find out if it all looks like a ritual to him.
Ooh, well, look at that. Okay.
Go Roach!
Go Roach. Okay, so Ragnar's occultism suggests a very solid maybe. Because there are certainly enough knowledge about dark deeds and rites and rituals done by shifty people that involve bloodletting. Whether this is such a ritual is difficult to determine, but you would imagine in situations like this that there would be, I don't know, a point? Maybe this downward-facing arrow has something to do with it, but without any more context, it's really difficult to tell. However, getting to Roach and that critical success on a medicine check Roach determines that it is highly unlikely that this large spurt of blood came from an arterial gush. It seems more likely it was put in some kind of, and I'm going to use the technical term here, squirty container.
Just a squirt bottle of blood.
Something like that.
Well, Ragnar shares his suspicions with the rest of the party.
So yeah, needless to say, what I just stated there about what Ragnar suggested is neither a yes nor a no. You just don't have enough information at this current point in time to come to a definitive conclusion. Unlike Roach's examination of the blood spatter analysis.
Bro, genius.
Oh, it's
Who
just
would
my
have
opinion.
thought?
I
No,
wouldn't
it
take.
makes sense.
Yes, perhaps no one has been kidnapped, but I mean, it seems like quite a threatening display. I would keep an eye out for sure.
We shall. And also, Ragnar is just in case, he's wondering if there might be some kind of a secret passage or some trapdoor besides the monument. Is there any sign of that?
No. It seems like a single block of stone that has been here for a long old while.
Okay.
Alright. Anything else anybody else would like to try?
Just maybe searching the area for any
Sure.
clues, any suspicious things.
Roach
That look
already
out of place.
did a quick circuit, I noticed, but you have also run a perception check. Yeah, there's no sign of footprints or anything like that to suggest where someone who might have done this could have gone or come from, sadly. That could just as easily be due to the fact that it happened at night, and therefore over the course of the night and into the morning, such tracks have gone away. Who knows to say for certain? So far, there's no evidence of any tracks.
And to what name on the list does the arrow point? Is it evident?
Let's go with Silas Graydon.
Silas Graydon.
Let's grade on.
Okay.
Would we recall,
Yeah.
or would the sheriff recall if there's anyone related to the incident that has a name that starts with V?
Somebody whose name starts with a V. Let me think.
Or a group, maybe? Just anything related to V, I guess?
V.
The
V, V, V.
Whispering Vey.
Or 5, like I'm trying to just narrow down if it's not an arrow.
Yes, Whispering Vey. Yes.
The Whispering V.
It turns out
Yes.
that somebody just can't spell, or they write phonetically. Yes,
Yeah.
onomatopoeically. Who knows? Nothing comes to mind. I don't think anybody here.
Oh yes,
has a
the
name with the letter V.
vampire Whispering Vey. Yes.
These are not being said out loud, I take it.
Oh.
Good. I like to check just to make
The
absolutely
sheriff's
sure.
just like
Yeah.
looking at us like, what are you doing?
Who are these idiots?
Why are they speaking in those strange accents? Blah
Yep.
blah blah.
What about just 5? Does the sheriff find any relevance to 5?
5. Well,
Like the Roman
let me
numeral
think. There are, and now Matt's going to have to go count. Excuse me.
5 guests. That's Kendra hosts.
Well,
in
That's
her
us.
post.
It's all 5 of us.
Yes.
I
What
knew
a
it. I
coincidence.
knew we were. I knew we were the.
We're the main characters.
It was me all along. 1, 2, 3.
What are
4.
the odds?
Now I think about it, there are 5 council members. Yes.
Ooh.
All right, cool. Take a note.
I think Rachel asked the sheriff from which direction from here is this Harrowstone prison.
He points south.
Is that
Just
the
over the
same
rise
way
there.
the arrow is that the same way the arrow is pointing on the statue? By chance.
The statue is the arrow is pointing straight down, technically, to the ground. So,
Okay.
I can't even speak. The statue itself is facing south.
Okay.
So,
it look
in its
that
own
where
way,
it happened,
yes,
then?
the arrow could be pointing south.
Okay.
Wait, is it pointing down though, like down into the ground, or is it
Well-
pointing like literally south?
Well, it's difficult to, unless somehow the thing is 3D or pointed on the side. It is just
That's fair
pointed.
enough.
It is just somebody has made a V-shaped mark in blood on the memorial plaque.
Right. So it's on the front-facing part of the
Yes.
memorial plaque. The V would
Yes.
be technically pointing at the ground.
Sure. Yes. Yes.
Is there anybody buried here?
Not specifically here on this plot. No. No.
And this is
There is a
this is
Yes.
a monument for Harrowstone.
Yes. Just them. Ragnar, going to say something?
Yes, I think there's a chance we are overthinking this. We
I think that's highly unlikely.
we just did everything we could, and I think we should proceed with other things we have to do today.
Okay.
That's my humble suggestion. And he bows slightly to everyone.
Well, I'm going to
Do my
go
best
back and
not to
get some
overthink.
deputies to help clear the monument up, because I can't leave it in this state. Meanwhile, I'll also go door to door and see if anybody's missing or hurt. And I'll get back to you with what I find, I suppose. You're still going to be staying at the Lorrimor house, yes?
Yes, that's the plan.
All right then.
For a month or so.
Oh, I see. That's actually
Yes, it's
reassuring.
we like to put people's minds at ease, and such a lovely, welcoming town you have here.
The sheriff actually cocks a wry smile at that. Huh. Yeah.
Yes, and if we by chance happen to find out something about this incident, I promise we shall report to you.
Thank you.
And he
Uh,
also bows slightly.
I'm not a knight or anything, so you don't have to keep bowing to me. It's fine. If you need to find me and I'm not already out and about on my circuit of the town, you can either find me or leave a message at the town jail. You've seen the town square, yes? Or the circle,
Yes.
as we call
Yes.
it. Excellent.
Yes.
I'm one of the northern buildings there, so you can find me there if you need to.
Okay.
Oh, before you go, I don't know if you heard about that mob that was in the graveyard when they were burying Lorrimor.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Do you-
Yeah.
You don't have any idea who that man was? He seemed like he caused up quite the mob.
Oh, yes. I know exactly who you're talking about. Old man Gibbs.
Gibbs. Okay.
He
Not
actually owns
Gibbs.
that shack we passed to get here. Don't mind him. He's a surly drunk, and he's had to deal with a lot in his life. More often than not, I do have to escort him for some quiet time in to sit down and get over how much he drunk.
I don't know that he's in any trouble, but I feel like maybe someone's putting ideas in his head.
He. This is about the professor, yes?
Yes. Good one, Roach. Good call. He was shouting nonsenses about the professor being a necromancer.
You'll have to forgive the folks here. Even though the professor has been technically a resident of Ravengro for the last couple of years, it can sometimes take Ravengranians a bit of time to warm up to folks. And the professor, he was He was never here long enough to make friends, if that makes any sense. He was always off on some venture or other. Got folks to talking. There are just as many rumours about him having hidden treasure, well, secreted somewhere, that as there are tales of witchcraft and stuff. The people here like to gossip. If that's what led to the encounter in the graveyard at all times, do pass on my apologies on behalf of everyone in Ravengro to Lady Kendra. That was Gibbs going too far. But you know, it's been a tough season for everybody. Some of the crops haven't yielded as much as they usually do, which means that we won't have as much to sell when the merchant trains come through. It means people are going to be going a bit lean this year, and Gibbs was more than likely on another one of his drunken rants. I can only apologise on behalf of everybody else for Gibbs's behaviour. I can have a word with him if you want. Get him to stay away from you until he calms down.
No, I don't think there's any need for that, old chap. I think, just it's good to know that it was drunken nonsense, and that fine, upstanding person such as yourself doesn't hold truck with those kind of crazy ideas.
Professor Lorrimor never did or said anything to make me even consider such rumours to be anywhere near the truth. As far as I know, he was a decent, very sharp, very frightfully clever man.
Yes,
like his
yes,
daughter,
he was
actually.
Yes, and also he was a powerful mage.
He was?
Yes,
Wow, good
I
grief,
definitely
didn't know
felt
that.
his power. I witnessed it several times. He could destroy groups of undead easily with his arcane blasts.
My goodness.
It's very sad to see him gone.
Well, I had no idea he was a scholar soldier. Oh. I'll tell you what. I will have a word with one or two people. I know exactly who the town gossips are. I'll ask them to tone down the rhetoric, as it were. Mostly out of respect for the dead and all that.
It might be worth asking where they heard it from as well.
Sure. Well, like I said, not much goes on in this town, and if you don't mind me saying, outsiders like yourselves are usually a more interesting topic of discussion than the day-to-day, so trust me, there's more than likely lots of talk about each and every one of you.
excellent.
I don't blame. It's easy to blame the outsider.
Well, exactly. But
And we
if
are.
you do have any trouble with any of the folk here, do come get me and I'll sort them out, no problem.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Well, if
Much
you'll excuse
appreciated.
me, I need to organise the cleanup and the rounds. So unless you need to ask anything else,
Not yet.
then I will take my leave. Sirs, madams,
Thank you.
he wanders off. So, is there anything more you folks want to do while you are here at the memorial?
So he said Gibbs is on the way to this.
Sure.
Can you see the statue from? Can you see Gibbs's shack from here?
Oh yeah.
Out of curiosity.
If I take you guys, actually 2 of you are on the investigation board. Is this a bad time to switch maps?
No,
Okay,
take them. They can
Okay, cool.
they can live with their mistakes.
I will switch back
Not
to
a mistake.
Caelee doesn't make mistakes. Anyway,
No, Caelee in the process was taking down names off of the thing. And we'll mention as we're walking that the professor was also interested in the people in Harrowstone 20 days ago in his journal, saying that he needed a list of someone who was held in Harrowstone, and saying that the list would be in the Temple of Pharasma.
Yes.
Really good.
Those people who died in the fire, we discussed.
Right, we discussed the ones that were on the memorial, but he's talking about, strike that someone who was held in Harrowstone is the one that the Way is interested in. So it might have been someone that was a prisoner, and
Yeah.
not necessarily
Yes.
one of the people in the memorial.
That makes
Yes,
sense.
true.
Do we know what type of prison it was? Obviously, there's like prisons for certain things, like dotted around the country, I imagine.
For crimes.
So just generic crimes. It's nothing. It's not just for cult members or anything like that.
This is
Okay.
the Whispering Way wing, and this is for other crimes.
I'll
Here you will
trade
find
you pack
those
cigarettes
people-
for a plug square bowl.
Yeah.
Here's the cheated on their taxes wing, and okay. So, in order
The
to
worst
answer
wing of all, the
the
lawyers.
first question, you guys are here at the memorial. Down the hill, past a couple of trees, you can see Gibbs. That shack, apparently,
Okay.
Old Man Gibbs lives there, and that's somebody else's farm. But this leads me now to one of the main tasks that you can now perform, either together or separately, is research. You've now got, as subject, maybe two, that you can research, spend time looking into. So not only Harrowstone Prison, in order to gain an idea of what kind of prison it was and what kind of people were interred there, and maybe what happened. You've also got the Whispering Way, which has been hinted at. So you have available to you a number of potential places to use in order to conduct this research. The research will take most of a day to do. So if you commit to doing research, you commit your entire day to doing it. I mentioned this because not everyone is necessarily statted for the brain stuff, and therefore you might want to make yourself useful elsewhere doing something else, like, for instance, earning an income.
Feel called
So,
out.
using a skill to earn income. So, the places that you can actually conduct research are Lorrimor Place, because Professor Lorrimor kept lots of books. He has a very big library. The town hall was mentioned, but the sheriff did say that you might have a job accessing that at the moment because you are strangers to the place. Also mentioned the Temple of Pharasma in the professor's notes as well, so there's a possibility you might have to talk your way into there. So those are the places you know of. You could always ask around if you wanted to see if there are more. So I suppose the question now becomes, what now for you guys?
I have an idea. So, it might be possible that this Gibbs gentleman either saw someone go up to this monument, or he was involved with it, since we know he's not a fan of the professor and whatnot. So, I mean, even though this isn't technically linked to him, but I feel like if he's like a hermit type person that lives on the outskirts of town, it's possible that he may have saw someone go up there. So I feel like we should maybe question him.
You can certainly try and do that since it's on the way past back into Ravengro proper.
Yeah.
And,
Yes, we
and
can.
where he heard the necromancy rumors anyway. I mean, it might just
Yeah.
be like, oh, that person's an outsider, I don't like them. But if he's so passionate that he got like a mob to show up at his funeral, you know, either he's got an idea what like to think that way, or someone's told him that. So
Yeah. Plus, you know, we're old friends with him right now. He probably really happy to see us. Have a chat.
did he seem drunk when he was at the funeral?
You didn't really look. It was raining, he was in the middle of a group, he was shouting a lot. You didn't see him. You saw him walk off, and he seemed to walk with a bit of a limp. Whether that meant that was part of the drunken stupor or not, difficult to tell, but you could probably if you met him again. So, before we get on to that, I need to take just a minute because a certain big fluff ball of mine is currently scrabbling at my leg for food. So I am going to take care of this little fur ball for just a moment, give him some food, and I'll be right back, so all of a minute. So discuss amongst yourselves how you think you'd like to proceed before I return. Excuse me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I know. Get off me, kid.
Well-
On research topics, I think, well, it's almost obvious, but Caelee will be interested in checking out the Temple of Pharasma to see what she can find out.
Yep.
Yes. We have a couple of things mentioned in the professor's notes that we should investigate. Like the list of people killed, which should be in Pharasma's temple, hopefully. And also location of 2 places mentioned in the notes.
That's a good point.
One of them is the prison, which is a dangerous place with ghosts and things like that. And also the place with a stash of some equipment or consumables useful.
Rest
for
at in
undead.
the Wrestlands, the
Yeah,
intersection
it's
between
at the
Eversleep.
cemetery, and we technically know where that is. We know where the thing is. We just haven't checked it out yet.
Yes, we should make sure that we know exactly where those places are, so we don't waste time wandering around.
We should
Okay.
probably also try to find out who retrieved the professor's body as well, since we don't know that. Since he was
Yes.
dragged out of the prison.
Okay, so
Yes.
I've added a couple
Okay.
of notes now to the Ravengro map. You are here at the memorial. Down south is the path that leads to Harrowstone Prison.
Oh, would you look at that? Now we know where that is.
Mhm.
One thing done.
Okay,
Um,
Get it off.
you were
And
also
the secret
directed.
stash.
You were directed
That's in
to
the cemetery.
the jail, which is this building
Westlands.
here, and the Restlands. The path to the Restlands is on the far, far north. The Temple of Pharasma is terribly obvious. Big steepled chapel type building over here.
I feel like the Temple of Pharasma is a good stopping point on the way to the Wrestlands, but it's also the Temple of Pharasma. It mentions in the Professor's journal that the Church of Pharasma used to store them in the false crypt, so it's probably worth us checking in there.
We can also
You're
split
safe.
tasks, since
Yes.
researching
Also
is going to
split the
take a better
tasks.
part of a day, and we have a couple of things at least to research. And how would we like to divvy that out, and what would people like to do?
I'm happy to take research at the Lorrimor house and try to find more in the professor's notes about the Whispering Way.
Right.
Yes,
Caelee will
Ragnar
point at
will-
Bastien and say, "You with me?"
Right. Oh, of course, Caelee. Yep.
Yes,
You two
Ragnar
are
is
going-
definitely joining Rell because he is not a social guy, and he's more of a research nerd.
Okay. Bastien and Caelee were going where, sorry?
To the temple
The temple.
to research Harrowstone and a list that the professor mentioned.
Which leaves
Yes.
Roach.
Split. Everybody goes off in different directions, and Roach is just standing there like,
Pick a side, Roach. Are you a nerd or a man of action?
The big thing we were asked to do was watch over his daughter, which
And-
I'm assuming will be with Rell and Ragnar.
Indeed.
Okay.
So I will be there as muscle if needed.
Okay.
Yes.
With the majority being at Lorrimor House, I will move the party indicator too. You said you wanted to stop. Everyone was going to stop by at Gibbs's shack on the way past.
Mm,
Are you still doing that?
Yeah. I think so. It's on the way.
Yeah,
Okay.
Just seeing how he's
Good,
doing.
made a good point.
I mean, shack is definitely the word. It's a ramshackle building, and the moment you walk up, it's not exactly overgrown, but there's a lot of plant life around that's quite tall, so he doesn't look like he maintains it that well. But when you knock on the door, you hear the shuffling of somebody going around inside, and eventually the door is opened. He takes one look at you guys and just goes, "Puh," and shuts it again.
Well, that was nice of him.
We just wanted to talk.
I got nothing to say to you.
Even if it's about necromancy.
Especially if it's about... Wait, what? He comes to the door and just opens it a smidge. Just enough to get his eye. What do you know about necromancy?
Oh, it's a
You're one of
foul
his, aren't you?
practice. And... No, well, I know old Laurie, of course, but I am one of the ladies chosen, and necromancy is a foul business. Wherever it rears its ugly head, it must be washed down and stamped out and sent. Sorry, I've gone off on a tangent there. No, it must be stamped out. What
He's
do
just
you know?
staring at you. What do I know?
Yeah, yes.
What are you
You're very
implying? That
vocal.
I should know about these things? You
Well,
people.
yes, you were. Wait, what do you mean, you people?
You people. Coming around here, asking questions, casting aspersions, asking me about things no people, in their right mind, have the right to ask about. Do I know about necromancy? Honestly.
You were the one. But you were the one who was shouting about necromancy and the professor being a necromancer.
Well, it's not it's not hard to see why. Old bastard going poking around in crypts and haunted prisons and such. And what happens? Bloody piece of masonry falls on him. Ah! Well, that's what you get for poking around places you don't deserve to be in.
Wait.
Now, get the fuck off of my land before I call the sheriff. Or worse, I'll come at you and throw you off myself.
Well, there's no need for anything harsh like that.
Slams the door.
You say... I think that went well.
Ragnar shrugs.
I think Rich will talk to Bastien quite loudly so the guy hears it. Well, I hope they don't come up to his house next after attacking that monument. All the blood.
Oh yes, no. I mean they would probably be definitely after people who might be witnesses. Yeah. Good call.
So as you walk
Ragnar.
away from Gibbs's shack, sorry, Nick, go on.
Yes, Ragnar scratched his head. Maybe you should have used some ale or something to talk to him. I think he was into it, right?
There was very little of him that you got in that exchange, but you don't... When he initially opened the door, there wasn't the waft of alcohol on his breath. However, what came out of the door didn't actually smell that great, so he's obviously not big on personal hygiene. But, yeah. You don't think he was on the sauce last night, but who's to say for sure the night before.
Okay.
That being said, as you're all walking away from the shack, anyone who casts a quick glance behind them will see that Gibbs is at the window watching you go with a look that was probably the look you were going for when you said, I hope they don't come back for any witnesses. He's got his face in the window with a look saying, oh shit, what are they talking about? Do they mean me?
I'm going to give him a cheery and affable wave.
He just frowns back and then seems to just look sideways considerately and then stalks off into the shadows of the rest of his shack. However...
I think he likes us.
Yeah, I think you're onto a winner there.
Yeah.
So, some folks are going back to Lorrimor House in order to do some research. Some folks are stopping by at the Temple of Pharasma. So, you're going to have no problem getting into the books in Lorrimor House, needless to say. Kendra can offer to assist you with any research, especially in the house, so that will automatically award you a single research point. And we'll get to that in a moment. So what we have to clear up first is the Temple of Pharasma. So let's go there. Let's change the ambience a bit. So, the Temple of Pharasma is the most elaborate building in the entire town. Its eastern face displays an intricate stained glass mural depicting a stern Pharasma judging a man.
Ah, feels so nice to be on familiar footing. Ah, feel all warm and fuzzy.
The church bells are ringing, as they should be, at various points during the morning and during the rest of the day. The double doors that allow entrance are flung open, and just from standing outside you can see that there are numerous acolytes moving about here and there, either sweeping up, preparing for a daily sermon, as well as organising hymn sheets and prayer sheets and the like, as well as you can see that there are a number of them who appear to be doing scribing duties and sorting duties as well. Chief of which is the very obvious Father Grimburrow himself, who is shuffling along, not hunched exactly, but he does have a stoop between his shoulders, so his neck is curved and his head is juts forward somewhat, as he is also busy sorting out various bits of paperwork, and he's the one who notices you lingering in the door. Welcome to the Holy Temple of Pharasma. I am Father Grimburrow. How may I... Oh, wait a moment. I recognize you. Lorrimor's friends. Well,
Indeed.
welcome. Ah, and he looks down and notices Caelee's holy symbol. A sister of the faith, I see. And then Bastien's. Excellent. To what do we owe this visit?
Bastien looks to Caelee, as if to say, kind of, to you?
So first thing, we do formal greetings and whatnot, and
Sure.
Caelee looks to Bastien and says, we're looking for information on Harrowstone Prison. There was a bit of a mess left up at the memorial, and we're finding information for the sheriff.
The memorial, you say? Good grief.
Yes, a bit of a mess.
A mess? No one was hurt, were they?
Blood
We hope
everywhere.
Not everywhere, but we hope not. But we were looking for information, and if you do have it, possibly a list on those who may have died that day.
I see. Well, we can't, of course, let just anybody in accessing our birth and death records as this sacred census that we hold here. You, as Pharasmins, must appreciate that, of course. We are the custodians of this town's history.
Of course.
I am going to essentially need you to give me a diplomacy roll to see how convincing you are. So either, well, which one of you is going to be the one to make the diplomacy roll and which one's going to be aiding?
I'm not trained at diplomacy.
Neither am I, so we are professionals at this. We just kind of both look at each other.
Yep, excellent.
So
A
who's got
cleric
higher
and a
charisma?
champion.
Yeah, Caelee will just shrug at Bastien and say, you're the better talker.
Okay.
Passing the buck very well there, I have to say.
Nicely done, yes, bravo. I will attempt. Would you like it blind or public?
Just to me, please, not public.
Okay. Right. General. Actually, blind general. There we go. I don't know what I've rolled either.
So, Bastien being Bastien is trying to impress Father Grimburrow. Much to Caelee's horror, he starts to go on a tangent. Which leads off onto another tangent. At which point Father Grimburrow is looking behind him as if to say, I want any avenue out of this conversation that I can get. At which point, eventually, Caelee's just there with her hand, her fingers bridging her nose as she's trying to find some way into this conversation where she can say, in the name of Pharasma, stop. But he doesn't even seem to take a breath. How he manages to keep going and going and going without even pausing to breathe is amazing, and is a talent all of itself, until eventually Father Grimburrow just holds up his hand to stop, and the brakes, the verbal brakes are put on. My son, as much as I could appreciate your dedication to the craft, I'm afraid I need a little bit more evidence that this isn't going to be a transitory stage in your journey, shall we say. If, however, you would like to make yourself useful here in the temple, I would not be averse to accepting you both as potential scribes for the day, which, of course, will earn you a little bit of money. Perform well enough, and maybe we will see about granting you access to our records.
Whatever the church requires, I'm happy to help. Happy, in service of Our Lady and all.
Caelee?
Caelee's prepared, but does seem a little put off by the distrust of a fellow Pharasman in the most dedicated way possible. Like, denying one of your own is, just an affront. We keep no secrets here, and there is no line to be crossed when dealing with the justice of the dead.
So you say, my child, but trust has to be earned first, and I don't know either of you. So, let's just say, bitter experience. However, work hard here like the rest of my acolytes, and I may very well change my opinion. He indicates
to wash
a pile
dishes
of
for some
scrolls
info.
and such. Sorry, I talked over you there, Oz.
I said we're about to just wash dishes for some info.
What I essentially am looking for now is the earn income action. So, anybody done this before?
Is there
Excellent.
basic actions for it?
Should be.
Essentially, for assistance in the Temple of Pharasma, I will be looking essentially for a religion check. But here's the rub. When earning income essentially it's a downtime action, but so is research. The option you have is you can try and earn income up to a level equal to your own. You can also choose to try and earn income of a level below your own, and as such, the difficulty for earning income is easier when you take it for a level below yourself, but you will get less of a potential reward for it if you do. So you have the choice, both of you, to either try and earn income at level 0 or earn income at level 1. Which would you rather?
I feel like Bastien's all about earning at the level. Full of confidence, unwarranted confidence.
Caelee would be looking at him expecting that eagerness and would just be like, yes, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go, team! Okay, cool. What I would like then is is essentially a religion check from both of you. Out in the open for all to see.
Yeah. Lady, don't fail me now.
That's a good one.
Okay,
That's a very good one. And that is also a very good one. Okay, you both succeeded at the task of a level 1 income. So, you are both trained in religion, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
So, for this day's work, you earn 2 silver pieces for pretty decent scribing work. So you can amend your character sheets and add 2 silver to your income. You know how to do that, I take?
Yep.
Excellent. Meanwhile, while these guys are otherwise copying out prayers and holy scripture for people to follow along by when they go to the church, we are going to jump to the other 3 currently at Lorrimor House. Now, in Lorrimor House, if you are doing research, we are looking at, essentially, you have the option of doing research on Harrowstone using your society skill, or you can do research on the Whispering Way using either Arcana or Religion. Your choice.
Either that. Oh, just one of them, right? Not both.
Just one of them. Yeah, you can't do both. Just one in a day.
Okay. Okay. Rell, what do you feel comfortable with?
I'm comfortable with either. I got the same modifier for both Society and Arcana. So, you got any preference?
Yeah, and I have the same one for each of those.
So
but I am more interested in researching this organization, this cult.
Okay.
If I may.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when we came here. We should, let's go with the Whispering Way then.
You're both doing the Whispering Way. Okay. So like I said, Kendra is more than willing to assist. Kendra assisting you with that will grant you an automatic success. So you've already gained 1 research point. The deal is, as when you earn a certain number of research points, you will have spent enough time researching that you come across, by cross-referencing various sources that you've used to research with, a piece of definitive information, and I will tell you that piece of information when you earn it. So, what's Roach doing? He's just staying on guard? He's not assisting in any way, shape or form in any of this?
He's gonna pretend to read. He left school at a young age. He never really learned how to fully read, but he's just gonna flick through books trying to look helpful.
Right, but he's not actually contributing in any meaningful way at all. Okay.
No, he's not gonna admit that he can't read though.
Oh, bless him.
When Ragnar gets tired from reading, he is asking Roach to have some mock fights, maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes fights or so.
Ooh, training.
Yes, training is essential for knights and warriors.
Keeping things sharp, I like it. Okay, cool. So then, if you are researching the Whispering Way, I would like you both to roll either an Arcana check or a religion check. Either works. Your choice. Like I said, you've already earned 1 research point already from Kendra helping. That is a fail, I am afraid, for Ragnar. Doesn't come up with any meaningful information. That is also a fail for Rell. So it's with Kendra helping that you gain 1 research point on the Whispering Way, none of which gives you any definitive information for the time being. But
is it possible for Ragnar to use his hero point to reroll the check?
If you really want to spend your hero point to reroll that, then by all means do.
Yes, I will. Maybe
Same goes for you, Emilia, if you
shine.
want to. Don't feel compelled to, just... That's another fail, I'm afraid. Or is it? Actually, no, hang on. Wait a minute. Ooh! Rell's is much better. Let me check that. Did I just do a whoop-a-days? Because you are using the Lorrimor place. It was actually a success by Ragnar. Pardon me. And a success by Rell that second time. So you've actually earned 3 research points. So I am going to take us to the investigation board for all to see. Let me get some text going on here. So, we were researching the Whispering
Whispering
Way, and we have currently earned 3 research points. Let me take that border away. Don't like that border. Expand that a bit. Smashing. If you want to make that a thing, that's fine, but for now I'll just leave it as just a note on your clue board. So, not bad. Not bad for research for a day. You have managed to accumulate some, but not anything definitive as of yet. That essentially concludes your business for this day. I'm going to take us back to Ravengro ever so briefly. You'll then pop back onto the clue board, investigation board, pardon me, if they wish to. So, Bastien and Caelee have spent the day, not the entire day, but, you know, the majority of the working day, doing the scribing. Father Grimburrow seems pretty satisfied with what you've done and gladly gives you the earnings that you have, well, earned. And you can depart and come back tomorrow. You never know, he might be in a better mood.
Ugh. All writing tomorrow? Oh, God.
Well, that's up to you to either try again, or maybe Father Grimburrow feels differently. You never know.
Kaylee's happy too. She actually has a writing set and keeps notes on everything.
Ah!
As well as Ragnar.
Cool. So, yeah, like I said, if anyone fancies... if anyone's not taking part in any research, then they have the ability to try and earn income doing anything that you think you can reasonably offer as a service, and we can see how you do in that regard. The night goes on, and are you taking watch again?
Ragnar suggests that we do.
Sure.
Might as well
Okay.
make a habit of it.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Ragnar asks that he take the most miserable one, maybe in the middle of the night, maybe the third one or something.
Feels like
Yeah.
just punishing yourself a little bit at this stage, old chap. But you know, entirely up to you.
Yes, I am willing.
Do you guys want to do anything with your evening now that you've got it? Before you go to bed, I mean.
I'm going to be cleaning my hands to get rid of all of this pesky ink smears that I've got.
Fair enough.
All the writing.
Ragnar is asking for another session with Roach. He's quite impressed with his skills, with his spear.
So there's plenty of room in Lorrimor House's back garden for you guys to spar and practice and whatever. It's spacious enough that you've got a lot of room to maneuver in there. You won't be taking out any of the topiary by practicing. Or maybe you are, who knows? But it doesn't look like Professor Lorrimor or indeed Kendra have kept up most of the most anything of the backyard. So it's no big loss, even if you do take out a plant pot or two.
We can always repair it. No problem.
Tape. Glue.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right then. The next day comes about with no trouble during the night, and you once again have the option of spending your day doing something. What would you like to do? Who's doing what now?
To the temple, Kelly?
That'll be the assumption. What's everybody else doing, just so we know?
Maybe continuing our research with Roach and Rell.
Unless Roach wants to go off and do something by himself.
I guess, is there like a like a jobs board?
Yeah, sure. As it turns out, I did point out before, when you came past the town square the first time, there was like a billboard Well, it's not like a billboard as much as it was just notices taped to a plaque on a pole. But what you notice is when you came past this junction, when you were going towards the memorial, there's another post on that crossroads. So there are apparently numerous places in town where these posts have got things like job openings and whatnot. And, well, it depends entirely on what you think Roach would like to try and earn income with. What has he got?
I guess he's like looking for something that's like physically demanding.
Yeah. So something like, he hasn't got crafting. Something simple like just helping out at a farm would be, you could use his athletics to be hauling hay bales and stuff around and stuff like that.
Yeah, like chopping wood, like helping. Maybe like looking for someone that maybe like an older person that needs help with like their farm or something like that.
I mean, you got a farm right across from Lorrimor House, right here, so you could earn income that way.
Yeah,
okay. Emilia, is Rell carrying on with research just like before?
I was gonna ask, do Bastien and Caelee mention having some trouble with like the negotiation part? I'm just opening the door in case you guys need like a diplomacy score.
Well,
otherwise I'll continue researching.
I mean, he seemed a little bit, curmudgeon. It certainly wouldn't hurt if you wanted to come along and check it out. I mean, it's a fascinating temple or church, I guess. It seems, I don't know, it feels big for a town this size, maybe. But I don't know. I think you'd enjoy it.
That sounds like a yes, please.
Yes.
Right. I'll tag along this like today.
Okay.
These books will be here later in the afternoon or in the evening. You could read to your heart's content then.
Yes, Ragnar has mixed feelings because he is kind of lonely, but he is going to be alone with Kendra in the house, so that compensates a bit with that.
Before leaving, Caelee will ask Ragnar if he would feel more comfortable if she set an alarm on the door before they left.
Alarm on the door? Well, Kendra can set multiple alarms. She is very skilled as a mage also, but if you want to.
Then I will pass.
Okay.
All right then.
I mean, guess I'm not much use for it, but I could help you, Ragnar, look through tomes for stuff on the Whispering Way. If you leave the ladies to check out the temple.
Yes. Much appreciated. If you are into this stuff, I mean.
Well, you never know when you're going to find something to do with necromancy. Ugh.
Okay.
Whispering Way.
Today we're researching not Whispering Way, but the cemetery, which is Harrowstone, I think.
That's what we're researching.
Harrowstone would be the name of the prison.
Yeah, the prison, yes. The prison.
Gotcha. Okay, so Rell's going to help Caelee, Bastien's coming down to help Ragnar, and Roach is off earning his keep. Okay, let's get to the Temple of Pharasma first then, to see how well you can talk your way in. So if Rell wants to make a diplomacy check, let's have a good old look.
Before we even walk through the door, I'm gonna cast guidance.
Okay.
Have it.
We need this.
Nice.
Alright, here we go.
Okay. All right. So whether through Rell's, I mean, unless you've got something you think you want to come up with that Rell's going to talk to Grimborough about?
I'm not quite sure.
No.
I probably would have just asked Caelee to like catch me up on what happened yesterday
Sure.
to see what I can work with.
Sure. The general impression Rell gets is that practically anything would be better than what Bastien managed yesterday.
Hey, oh no, fair.
But, yes, Rell obviously a lot better at this whole diplomacy shindig than Bastien was, and therefore, yes, talks Father Grimborough around, and helped by the fact that you both did, that both Bastien and Caelee did do very well with their scribing efforts yesterday. Grimborough nods and goes, very well, very well. You seem the genuine hard-working types, and this one speaks with much respect. What was it you were after here in the temple? You said something about Harrowstone?
Yes. Harrowstone prison and potentially the list of people that died that day.
Well, sadly, and as he's talking, he's walking you down into the temple towards where most of the book stacks and scroll stacks are kept. Sadly, before my tenure here as custodian of the temple, my predecessor was somewhat less, shall we say, clerical about the records, and he gestures to a wall mounted with scroll racks, and there are just scrolls and papers everywhere, some of them stuffed into the niches and onto shelves. As you can see, he was less than tidy with it. And to be honest, nobody has really had the courage to attack this rather egregious mess. I myself have been putting this off for the last 20 or so years. So, have at it.
Oh, this is delightful. Can we come up with some sort of organizational system while we're at it?
Absolutely.
Oh god.
So, what you have now gained is another place to do research at. So, in order to go back over this, if you are in Lorrimor House, you have the ability to research Harrowstone or the Whispering Way. I heard that you were aiming more for Harrowstone this time?
Yes.
Okay. And as far as the Temple of Pharasma goes, you have the option of also investigating Harrowstone or the Whispering Way. So which is it to be? For the temple folks.
It'll be Harrowstone.
Emilia, you good with that?
Yep, let's go with that.
All right then. Before we get to the research then, let's see how well Roach does on his day out. So, the question that I posed to the others before is now yours. Do you want to do the task at level 1 or the task at level 0?
Probably 0 because he's aiming to help someone, not so much make money.
All right.
So 0.
This will be a DC 14 athletics chuck for you then.
What's up, 6s today?
Ooh, just under. Right.
You
So,
push over the old lady you were trying to help.
possibly, yes. Or you make a general mess of things. So Roach can pick things up fine, it's stacking them. And maybe when things get caught, he pulled a little too heavily and brought an entire fence down or something as he tried to free something. So he essentially... Yeah, the family agree to pay him a copper piece if he'll just go away. Because now they've got as much work to do as they had the day for the day. But you do earn a copper piece. Essentially, so with the earning rolls, those rolls that you've made technically only need to get rolled the once, because then you can keep going back and using the same rolls to earn again. In Roach's case, if he tries somewhere and someone else, we can do a different roll, because hopefully word hasn't gotten round by that point. Don't hire the scarred lummox, he's a bit of an ox. So you can always try again, but it'll have to be in a different place rather than that specific one, otherwise we'll end up using that roll again. So now, that brings us to... Is there indeed? I haven't used it, so we shall see. I will bring that out one day. Unless you want to direct us to it, Nick.
You just search it in the library. Just type earn income and it's there.
It is indeed a macro, so you can drag that into your macro bar.
Yes, it's very convenient.
Excellent. God, these guys, they think of everything. Almost everything. Except the reloading.
Yeah, true. Okay.
Research
And
time. Who's going first?
Research.
Lorrimor House time. Okay. So once again, you have the advantage of having Kendra, so you've automatically got one research point earned. So, if you are looking for, let me find Lorrimor Place, we are looking at Harrowstone now, yes?
Yes.
This requires a society roll.
And Bastien, although he said he was going to look for Legends of Harrowstone, can Bastien keep an eye, more look for Whispering Way stuff?
That'll be Arcana or Religion instead.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
Actually, yes, Arcana or Religion instead. Yes.
So Ragnar's going for society check.
Correct. That's not bad. That's good. That's a religion check from Bastien. That's good. That's a society check from Ragnar. Ragnar fails to find anything pertinent yet in that regard. But this is where Kendra actually has to sit down next to him and show him how to use reference points and materials. So he at least gets some
Maybe that's the reason he failed, because he was too just distracted by Kendra.
Maybe. Bastien, though, does earn a research point on the Whispering Way. So let's go back to Investigation Board. Whispering Way increases by 1. Still no relevant information yet, but we can now add Harrowstone Prison as another one. So let me throw that in there. Oops, there's an S in stone. And you earned 1 research point just from Kendra helping. Dop. There we go. Lovely.
As always, Lady Kendra, you saved the day. Ragnar smiles wryly.
Well, one tries one's best. But seriously, Ragnar, there's an index for a reason.
Yes. Thank you for reminding me. Research was my weak subject. I'm better with my sword, frankly. But I try to learn from you. Speaking of the sword, I think we can practice some. Yes, right? Sir Champion?
Of course, I'm happy to spar.
Oh, yes, you have a nice hammer with you. Which is very effective. Which is effective against... Yes.
It sounded almost condescending. That's a nice hammer. It's very shiny.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he moved on from Kendra to Bastien. That's what I read into that.
Me too.
I am pretty.
Okay. Sorry for any disrespect, but please be merciful on me with that mighty weapon you have.
I'm all about the mercy.
Innuendo.
Okay.
Well, yes, Kendra fans herself as she moves out of the room.
Oh Lord,
Right.
oh Lord.
So that's going on whilst when you guys have done researching. That's fine. Now we get
Yes.
to the ladies at the Temple of Pharasma. You guys were researching Harrowstone. So let's have a look. Needless to say, Harrowstone is going to be a society check.
Caelee will cast guidance on herself beforehand.
Sure. So you get a +1 status bonus for that.
You said society.
I said society, yes. So sadly, that is a fail from Rell.
I was too busy making my indices
Well,
for
quite.
the sorting system.
However, the index does help Caelee quite a lot. And
Was invented the Dewey Decimal System canon.
Oh, so that's the date. Right. Now I can sort these things. So, yes. So whether guidance, maybe a bit of Rell's sorting system helping out here, Caelee does find some information, which earns you another Harrowstone research point. So let's just amend that. 2 research points for Harrowstone. So that is essentially another day. Now, which way back to Lorrimor House are Caelee and Rell going to take? Because you got a choice. I mean, both north and south ways are equally distant. So the north one, though, takes you through the town square. The south one just takes you through some of the neighbouring homes and their plots of land and some of the farmsteads.
We left this 2 squishies out to get murdered in the streets.
Well, Caelee will mention that we expect, I forgot his name, Uncle Addy to be leaving shortly. It's been
Within the next day or
at
so?
least a
Yes,
couple
possibly.
of days, yeah. So maybe we see if he's around.
Oh yeah, I was
Do-
thinking about the sheriff.
Okay,
Him too?
We could check in if he has anything new.
that's a good point. Do the rest of you guys want to meet up to talk with Uncle Addy again? And maybe check in with the sheriff as well?
If someone asks us, I definitely would help.
Well, I definitely think Roach could do with a drink after that performance, so...
We'll put up the job notice back on the board, so that ain't for me.
Just pin it
You
back
knock
on
over
there.
the job notice board.
Oh,
Let's just
clumsy.
pretend that never happened.
A drink
Cast
sounds
these
lovely.
wide ass shoulders I got bumped into everything.
Come on, Ragnar, let's go get a drink with...
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Okay, so on the way past, obviously, you can make the choice of either checking in with the sheriff. Are you?
Yeah,
I
I
think
think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second to point this doofus of a cat as to the bowl that has food in it that he's neglecting to even check, and I will be right back with you. Look at that. Your brother just checked the bowls and he's noticed the food. Do you maybe want to... No? You need me to actually literally show you.
Yes. For me, Dad. Eat
8
for me.
kilos of absolute idiocy. Yeah. Excuse
Maybe
me,
he's
folks,
not
I'll be right
hungry.
back. This way, you fool.
When they are hungry, they usually find their way to the food.
Or to someone who will, feed them.
Oh, yes, I know that by myself.
Whichever causes the most, the most pain and disruption. For they
Yes,
are cats.
I'm not a cat, but I behave this way too.
Yeah.
Usually.
Some people are cat people, some people are dog people.
That's one of Pharasma's wise sayings.
Yes. Yes. It's what Bastien learnt in the Pharasma school.
Okay.
Dog or cat person? I see.
Yes.
Well, these are very important questions. It lets you know what kind of personalities these people are. Okay. So, let me see. Caelee and Rell come from the north. Roach and I can see soap. That's why that confused me. Bastien are coming in from the south. What about Ragnar?
He is with the rest of the people who were in the house.
Okay, so that'll be up here with these guys.
Yes.
Okay, so passing by the jail, Sheriff Caelee is outside, getting ready for the evening, as it seems, and you are able to get a quick word with him, whereupon he says, well, no indication that anyone has suffered any kind of injury, nobody's gone missing. Farmer Vances, though, did say that he's missing a sheep.
Farmer who?
Vansef. Roach.
V!
Roach is like, uh-oh, when he hears that name. And kind of quietly sidles away, trying not to be noticed. But, you know, that kind of thing's to be expected. Sheep go missing now and then.
Oh yeah, and sheep have as much blood as people, usually. Especially the big ones.
Yes, well...
Just a coincidence, I think.
Possibly. That's all the news I have at the moment, I'm afraid. Are you folks
I would check into that.
Go on.
I would check into that, you know. If the V does stand for Vancet, then, you know, that's damning evidence, I would say.
Oh, of course. Why didn't I see that? I will go check right away, thank you. Enjoy your evenings. I'll come back and see if I can cast any light on what's just occurred.
Cool. Laughing Demon, here we come.
Laughing Demon, here we come. So, let's indeed get to the Laughing Demon. Let me see, where did I put it? There's where I put it. Are you all still there? Yes, you are. Excellent. Excellent. Let's take you over to the Laughing Demon. So, Adivian Andrasant is still at the same table he was at before. He's obviously moved. Let's not entertain the idea that that's the only place he's been the entire time he's here. That was not my intention. What I mean is he has made sure he is sat at the table he was sat at before and welcomes you all to attend another meal with him. Although every now and again he does check a pocket watch and seems to be making note of the time. I can't miss my carriage out. That would be most inconvenient. But I'm at least here for the next few hours, so I imagine there's not much in the way of activity around these parts, especially for a group of individuals such as yourselves. What have you exactly you been entertaining yourselves with whilst you've been here?
Well, there was a fascinating look at the some scrolls that needed scribing in the temple.
Oh, very well. Andrasant is now looking at the others as if to say, "Tell me that's not the only thing. Tell me that's not the only interesting thing you've got." Nothing? Oh, that's a shame. I was so hoping there'd be some news to otherwise ameliorate this boredom. Then at least I will be onwards with my business. I say my business, my father's business.
What does your father do?
Oh, he was a property magnate.
Ooh.
So I'm one of those people who never had to earn my money.
Must be nice.
Well, it can make one feel a little guilty, I suppose, sometimes. But then...
You feel guilty?
Well, I didn't earn my money. My father insisted. As did my mother. All about society and where you stand in it, if you know what I mean. Expectations and all that.
Yes. Ragnar smiles knowingly.
Ah, see? This fine chappie understands. Expectation. Is there anything worse? People trying to imprint their own views about how you should comport yourself. Ah. That's why Father and I never got along.
Some of us are lucky, sir, because my views, they completely are in alignment with my parents' views. So I was lucky in that regard.
Well, and he lifts his drink. Here's to the luck of the draw, as it were.
Well, sure, the luck.
Oh, yes.
Well, let's face it. It is luck. Circumstance.
Well, maybe it's fate. Some are fated for what they get.
Of course, of course. How could I have doubted the Pharasman ethos so eloquently splayed out here before me? I almost forgot for a moment there within whose company I sat. Fate, of course.
Exactly. I will say, if you're, and forgive me if this is difficult to talk about. Are your parents still alive, or is it just you now with fortune?
My father passed first, and my mother soon after.
I am sorry to hear that. But it does beg the question. You're not necessarily, super happy with this idea in life and the way things are going. You could, change. Be the catalyst that you believe. If you're tired of or feel guilty about having all this money that you didn't earn, maybe share the wealth, find a charity or set up a charity and do some good.
You know what? I may just. Even if it's only to see the look on those old stuffed shirts who run my father's business.
Exactly.
That would be entertaining. You know what, sir? I'll see what I can't do once I get to Lepidstadt. Start ruffling some feathers. Be the change, as you say.
Yeah. If nothing else, it'd be a little adventure, a little excitement for you.
Thank you. I'll seriously consider that. Can I get perception checks from everybody here, please?
I'm not just a pretty face.
No, indeed. Ooh, that's a good one.
The secret.
All right. Okay. Rell is, well, what? We'll find out what distracts Rell in just a moment, but let's go with... Have I set that up? No, I haven't. Let's do that now. Okay, so everybody is continuing to chat, pretty much. Where did I ask for that perception check? There it is. So you got... Ooh, pretty good. Ragnar, not so much. Roach, kind of. Rell, maybe too involved in her drink. Caelee, though. So, once again, the Pharasmins are the two. So, it's Caelee and Bastien. You hear a buzzing sound.
Ooh.
It's been there for a second or two, but now you're noticing over the chatter of people that there's a definite buzzing sound, and it seems to be getting louder. And just as you both start to cast around for... Yeah, you hear that? I definitely hear that. You're both starting to look around for the source of this buzzing, which is now attracting the attention of Andrasant himself and the others of your party who did not initially detect it. They look at how you're both responding, and it's like, what's wrong? And that's when the buzzing gets really, really loud, and just as it gets to the point of being deafening, some of the windows shatter, and the buzzing comes into the room, into the house, into the pub, pardon me, as a load of insects suddenly appear. Big insects. So yes, there's midges, there's mosquitoes, whatever you want to call them, but these guys, these are big ones as they come soaring in.
Ooh.
I have used your perception checks to already set your initiatives, so it means I just have to roll for the rest.
Very cool.
So, if you don't know about the combat tracker already, which I think you should, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody should know that if you right-click on the crossed swords icon of the encounter tracker, you can create your own little independent initiative tracker window, which you can move about to wherever you want to position it on the map for yourself. But this is our first combat encounter, and Caelee wins initiative. So needless to say, all the commoners are now screaming and in a panic. And it's up to you guys now to see off these bugs. Caelee has initiative. What do you want to do?
Caelee will spend her first action to recall knowledge.
Okay, cool. So what I'd like you to do is... never mind.
I just use the basic action macro for it.
Use the basic action macro, cool. When you use recall knowledge, you can also target the creature you're trying to find the information on.
Sure.
And it can then bring up the relevant information for myself. But for the moment, let's have a look. Let me see. These creatures are sometimes known as sturges, and they are attracted to heat, like almost like moths are attracted to flames. Terribly angry creatures that usually act very aggressively to anything or anybody they view as intruding on their territory.
Great. She'll spend her next action to cast Guidance on Bastien. There's that for you. And
So
third action to raise her shield.
Yes. So you can drop that on yourself. Yes, you've already just figured it out. Cool. And Caelee raises her steel shield. Right. Cool. Awesome. That's 3 actions. Pass your turnover, please. As I just check.
Bastien will spring into action, pushing in front of Caelee to here. For 1, I will draw my hammer.
Combat music is
holding it.
There we go. Drawing your hammer. Okay, cool.
Yeah, holding it in 2 hands, and I will take a swing at this one immediately in front of me.
Targeted him. Nice, very good. Thank you very much. So roll to attack.
Swing, and I will use guidance.
That's a hit.
Hooray!
That's for roll damage. We get an impressive big 11 as we go splat.
Nice.
It is
my
literally a splat, only a smear that's left. Alright, who's next? This guy. Well, you've just stepped up and volunteered yourself, so this thing comes flying in and then tries to use its legs on you, so it lands and it attaches itself. Does no damage. But that now that it is attached, it counts as off guard, as it's just literally stings it, and then it stabs its proboscis into Bastien, activating its blood drain action. You lose 4 points of damage.
Ouch.
As the creature gains temporary hit points. Move, attach, blood drain. And you count as drained 1.
Oh no, I'm so weak!
That is that guy's turn. Now we get to this one over here. This one is going to attack this lady.
Sorry, can you please put Ragnar into initiative? Because somehow
No, he's not.
I'm out of it.
I do beg your pardon. Oh no, there he is. He's way at the bottom. You've got to scroll all the way
Yes,
down.
but it's not. There is no number yet.
Nope,
attached.
so I'll do the roll for. Okay,
Okay.
that wasn't bad. 18. So you'll be next, essentially, will Ragnar. This guy flies in and attaches itself to that commoner, so they are currently having a problem with being drained of blood as well. Ragnar, it's your go.
Okay. Ragnar
3
draws
actions.
his mighty blade.
So
Then
go
he runs.
to strikes, and so you're using the quick links, use strikes to find your ability to draw either one-handed or two-handed.
Yes, it's two-handed. Then Ragnar runs, so he's shoulder to shoulder with Bastien.
Okay, so that's your second action.
Yes, and he finally swings his mighty blade at the little creature. Oh, the
That
one
was
is
dead already, so you
Okay.
might want to recall that. Yep.
Yes, this one then.
That one there. Okay, so hover over it and press T to target.
It's on me! Ah!
Boomsh! That is a hit. Roll damage. That is a whacking great 15, which is another splat. Unfortunately, seeing as the creature was just essentially ripped off of Bastien, that means that Bastien now has a 1-point bleed.
No!
And we move on to another Bloodseeker, which now that Ragnar has presented himself, he seems like a very tasty option. So this one moves in. Hello, cat. It's going to try and attach itself. Doesn't manage it. So it's flying and buzzing. Ragnar's trying to swat it away. It's going to try one more time. He actually gets it the second time, but he does not have enough time or actions remaining to do a blood drain. So the Bloodseeker creature is now attached to Ragnar. Tell you what, I will take the dead ones away so they're not in the actual way. So Ragnar now has one attached to him but hasn't suffered a blood suck yet. Roach, you're up.
Yeah, so when the combat starts, Roach instinctively presses like a device on his breastplate, and you can hear like a sharp click, and it seems like send like a jolt of pain as he like clenches his jaw, and his posture like snaps very rigidly, and then his breathing becomes really steady, and that's him activating his rage.
Okay, cool. So there is an action that you can select.
Yeah.
Your quick
I didn't. Yeah, so I mainly didn't press it because I wanted to like add the flavour.
Yes.
So
No,
okay,
I like it. That
so
was great.
Okay, but like as he's moving, you can hear like droplets of blood, and as you see like where he's moving, there's like blood trailing on the floor behind him. So like, there's something that's like injured him. So he's going to jump upon this table and try to help this woman. So
Okay. I'm going to say
try
that since you do have enough movement to get there, there's no need to roll for jump or anything like. You just step on a chair to step on the table. That's no problem.
Yeah, and he's going to strike with his Rancer.
Oof, that was a...
Hey.
Ooh, not only was it small, it was a fumble. Do you want to use your hero point to re-roll there?
I think I used that at the start on that statue thing.
Did you? You did. Oof, in which case...
No!
You should have
we
a
will
second
now
one, right?
consult the critical fumble deck to see what happens. Overextended. You trigger
shouldn't you have a
reactions
second
as
hero
if
point?
you had used a move action. Sorry, what was that?
Shouldn't he have a second hero point since we started session today?
You didn't use the last one. I tend to keep it at just the ones, but if that's how hero points are meant to work, they keep on stacking, do they, until you use them.
I think it's up to 3, isn't it?
Can
So
be up
unless
to
you
3. I think it's like James' discretion in terms
Yes.
of whether or not there's always one at the start of a session.
I
leave that
with
Yes.
you.
I'll leave that to
Oh,
you.
gotcha. Well, I understood like dying as using all hero points versus hero points for something else. I
Yeah,
misunderstood how hero points work.
I think sometimes you can get like some GMs give out a hero point every hour. Some give them out, if you do something heroic and it's like a one that sticks, and then
I'm certainly
always
one of
start
those
with one.
who will say that you get one at the start of every session, certainly.
Yeah.
And the way you get others is to do really cool shit and or make me laugh.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But for now, the critical fumble was just that you overextend yourself. The creatures here do not seem to have any kind of ability or feat that allows them to capitalize on that, so no harm, no foul. It was just a miss.
Okay, so trying to avoid striking the commoner, he's going
But you
to
do have
maybe.
one action left.
Yeah, so he's
Ranged
just
as a
gonna
free action, so
so he's just gonna recoil, try not to hit the peasant. Maybe that's why he missed. I don't know. And then he's going to try
Peasant.
he's just like steadying his breathing and strikes again. So this is
Strike
map
again.
now, isn't it? Because I missed.
So this will be at your +2 instead of your +7.
Okay.
That is another critical miss because the hit was so low.
Jesus. Okay.
Oof. This one... I am not going to do that.
You killed the person.
No, you don't kill
I-
it. So it's another overextension. He's using such a long weapon, but trying to hit a small target. And because you're being very, very careful not to hit the civilian, you're overcompensating in the other direction. So that was another
It's been a
miss.
bad day for Roach. He slept
This is a
that
bad
farm
day
in.
for
No.
But he's
Okay,
used to
but that's
fighting
been done.
big targets, sparring with Ragnar, for instance. Ragnar's a big dude in armor. Fighting against another guy in armor is...
Yeah, and that bitch fight dirty. He kicked me in the nuts. I'm still recovering.
You heard it here, folks. That's how they train them at Lastwall. Okay, on we
Okay.
go.
Yeah,
This
the
one,
weak spot on all undead is the nuts. So that's canon.
I am going to have this one go after this civilian here, so this one's being drained, and this last one up here is going to be the one that goes for Roach. So, makes a move, goes to try and attach, manages it, is going to use its final action to do Blood Drain.
I will use Glimpse of Redemption to try and shame this this giant mosquito.
Okay, definitely in your aura, you are using...
Or drag
Okay,
this
your
thing.
enemy hesitates into the weight of Sinner's Visions.
So it depends. Yeah, depends on whether
How
or not
this
Depends,
plays out in a
mosquito.
bug's mind is interesting.
Yep. The power of
Right.
Pharasma either protects Roach or into the mosquito's mind about becoming a vegetarian.
Well, yeah, it says it's not mindless. It doesn't have the mindless trait, so something goes through its brain, certainly.
Yeah.
It reconsiders.
Must choose to repent. The enemy must choose to repent or refuse. It doesn't understand the concept of repent, so it's going to have to do the refuse. The ally gains resistance to all damage against the triggering thing equals 2+ level, so let's throw that over you there, unless it's already happened. Yes, it has. After the damaging effect is applied, the enemy becomes enfeebled too. So yep, that's what's going to happen. Boink.
He's basically saying he just failed twice in a row, leave him alone.
He's not long. He's not long for this world. Pharasma has plans.
So Roach only takes a single hit point of damage, which I shall do now. Boink.
Which I think will be nothing.
It would be nothing with the resistance.
It would be nothing
The
because
resistance
of the resistance.
goes away, so that's easy enough done.
Nice.
Which means that the mosquito does not get the temporary hit points. So, yeah, nicely done. And a use of your
Or
reaction.
Pharasma compels you.
Apparently it does. Who's next? We have Rell. This is it. This is what we've been building up to.
Oh boy.
No pressure or anything, but no pressure at all. Right, so what's Rell going to do? 3 actions. Draw the staff. Okay.
First of all, yep. And step closer and try to swat that one off of the commoner.
Okay. Excellent. So draw, move, attack. 3 actions.
I heard the sound effect before I saw the roll.
Yep. Yeah, they do play before the roll, so yes, you can always get an early warning as to whether you succeed or fail. Yes, that is a swing and a miss. Again, mostly probably because you're trying your level best not to hit the poor lady.
Yeah. Well,
And
that was 3 actions well used.
That's 3 actions used, yes, I'm afraid so, but you're in position now, so that's what counts. Divian Androsant, well, he's just frozen in place, apparently shocked into inaction at the moment. He's processing what's going on. Everyone else in the tavern have now issued screams and cries. They don't have the reactions you do. Same goes for the innkeeper. He's just shocked and appalled. We'll see what happens on the next round as we circle back to round 2. Caelee.
Caelee will use her battle medicine to treat wounds on Bastien.
Now, do you want to treat wounds, or do you want to... Now, you can't actually treat wounds in combat, but you can administer first aid to stop bleeding.
I have battle medicine.
You have battle medicine, of course you do, I forgot. Very well pointed out. So which would you rather do? Stop bleeding?
It's treating
or...
wounds, just to fix
Okay.
his damage taken already.
Target him and use your basic action macro to do treat wounds, please. I sometimes forget how much you guys already know of all of how to use this, so...
Yeah.
I'm used to coaching people through it. That's brilliant. Apply healing to yourself there.
I feel great again.
I wasn't sure if I had to apply healing or if he had to apply healing there, so new to me on that one. But then I will look to Ragnar and cast guidance on you as well. I will drop that spell again here.
Oh, thank you.
And that is actually 2 actions. I will cast a second guidance that will go on to Roach.
Nice.
Thank you.
And that is the end of my actions.
Right, let me apply battle medicine immunity to...
I think it already did.
It didn't seem to register, so now it seems to have done it for proper. You have to actually click the character and then click the bit that says apply battle medicine. It might be just me that can do it, I don't know. We'll see.
Oh yeah, I do have like a little script break on it. Like I see the box to click, but it's just like script broken.
Yeah. And I don't think you have permission to access another token, so...
Gotcha.
But that is Caelee's actions. Bastien, you're up.
Okay. I see Rell on here, so I'm going to go and give her a hand. Swinging at
if
this
you
one.
wind up there, you're probably flanking.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'll head to there.
Remember to target.
And swing away, two-handed, with my hammer.
I think you may have... Did you just untarget it? No, there we go. Oof.
Oh no!
That thump sound though. Thump.
Yeah.
Yes. So you hit the table
hitting the
more
table.
than you... You unfortunately hit the table more than you hit the bug. Once again, be very careful not to hit either the commoner lady or Rell.
Yep. I will swing it again at the map.
Okay. Oh, that's a hit. That one landed.
Oh, nice.
It's probably a foregone conclusion, but roll damage.
Oh, it's
moly.
big.
Waboom! It just leaves a smear across the place.
Ring of blood goes all over Rell.
And the lady, yes. But,
Yep.
Rell's doing a monument cosplay.
Yeah.
Guess who I am?
There's a
Just
V,
big
bro.
V. There's a big red V on you now.
oh no. J'accuse. Alright, that's Bastien's 3 actions.
Yeah, that's my
Pass
3.
turn.
Oh, I'm still bleeding, I think. So
Yes, you will have to roll. So you will have to take 1 point of bleeding damage and then press the button that says make recovery check. Oh no!
No, no!
Uh-oh.
Big no! You're still bleeding. Okay. Speaking
But this is my blood. Damn.
this one is still attached to the lady and therefore is just basically going to drain away. So, had drawn one from this lady originally, so it's going to draw again now, and draws another one, and after that does it again for all 3 of its actions, for a total of 3 more. Okay. Glump, glump, glump. You can see the back section of this bug is now starting to swell and fill and go very, very bright red in colour.
Nasty.
Ragnar.
Infuses his blade with his magic. It shines briefly with the golden light, and as it smashes the attached mosquito, hopefully killing it.
Okay.
No token selected. Oh yeah, it is selected. So it's... Yes, it is here.
Oof.
No. That's a miss.
That is
Okay,
indeed
but
a
anyway,
miss.
Ragnar enters Arcane Cascade, a special Magus stance. And that's it for him.
Okay, pass your turn on then, please. Right then, next one is the one that's attached to Ragnar. Well, you didn't manage to get rid of it. So now it's going to use its action once, twice, 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3 means that Ragnar loses a total of 10 points of damage.
Whoa.
Dang, that tick is a thick bitch, I know that much.
But maybe our champion can
Help!
do his reaction. No.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I can,
it's-
yes.
Actually, yes. You've.
I will.
Okay.
I will.
Let's lower that
You
down
are-
to
you are-
5.
You are both in my thing, I think.
So give yourself
Okay.
5 back.
Oh, I don't know if you are actually.
You're just on the cusp of it, so let's say yes.
Okay.
Because you can see he's just on the line. He's half in the line of the aura, so
Okay.
Okay.
we'll go with yes. I'll be nice.
Sturges will repent.
Okay, so that's all that guy's going to do. Roach.
Man, I can't hear anything.
Well,
He's gonna attempt to help the commoner first.
okay. Another miss. These are low rolls that are persisting here. Let's see what-
Use your guidance. Use your guidance.
It is on, isn't it?
You have to
Is it?
click it on, I think, on your.
You have to
on your,
check it, but If we're going by 14, that still misses as well, I'm afraid.
Dang.
How do you use it then? Because I have it on my character.
If you click on the attack bit,
Oh,
it
does
should
it
bring
pop
up
up?
the box, and then in the box there's a little radio thing for you to choose whether or not you toggle it on or not.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Alright, I'll attempt the map then.
Okay. Ooh, that's a hit.
Nice.
So the first was a feint, the second was the follow-up. Roll damage. Wow. Okay, and does
Nice.
bleed, so... Boom. In an ironic turn of events, it gets bled. But yes, that is one big smashing hit. Another one down.
Nice.
You
I
have
don't really want
one
to risk
action left.
attack again, so I might give an angry look towards this bloodsucker dude demoralized, because I have intimidating.
You do
glare.
have intimidating glare, so yep, target it, use demoralize, it'll say that you've got intimidating glare, choose all the things, and row.
Yeah, 'cause I don't think he'll do anything to the one in Ragnar, because it's already attached to him, right? So he's not actually rolling anything.
It is attached to him, correct.
Yeah, so is it in the macro? Demoralize.
Oof.
Oh.
Yes.
And I roll like shit.
Trying to convey that you are big and scary to a bug.
What if
Difficult.
I raise my foot?
Well,
Change
Just show
your
your
change your
hand in a
Ransfell for a
threatening fashion.
fly swatter.
yeah. Right, this guy is enfeebled for his action for his current round, isn't he? So, it's a bug though. So what does it do? But other than try to keep attaching itself. Oh, well,
Uh-oh.
it managed that one.
I don't think I'm supposed to be in this campaign.
You're fine. You're fine.
I roll like shit every just. Maybe he's swatting me. Has he got the fly swatter?
Maybe when you tried to swat it, it attached to your hand. So, yeah. Ooh. Ooh, can you imagine one of those things attached to your hand and just sucking the... okay. That was his first action. Its second action is to blood drain. I forgot to mention who is getting drained is... Ragnar's getting drained as well, so he needs drained. Only drained one, though, so let's take that down. Roach is going to get drained now, so he gets drained one, but it's all of 4, so Roach takes 4 damage. And the
Like it's
creature
a fancy crit thing.
gains that, but it is now off guard because it is attached. Do you want me to do the damage, or can you do damage yourself?
Oh yeah, I can do it.
Cool. There we go. Lovely. And it's going to do the same action for its third and final. This one is a 2. So 2 points of damage, please. And its temporary hit points reset down to that one instead. That's it. Done. Who's next? Rell, you're up. Well, that bug's gone. There's still 2 more.
Yeah, it's not looking great. So I'm just going to cast a 3-action heal and try to get Ragnar, Roach, and the commoner.
Ooh, excellent. So you have the ability to place an emanation down if you want to use one of the buttons to do so. To see how
Yeah, I
far
should
it
be
goes,
getting
but
every
I have every faith that you can do it. Boo, 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 boo. So just press roll damage healing.
It's not popping up. Let me try to place the emanation again. Nope.
Cool effect though.
Sorry.
When you click the button, if without clicking anything, it will just give you a template to place.
Oh, okay, I
Place
found it.
the
Sorry.
middle, the middle bit on yourself. You can always right click
Yeah.
to get out of that. But everybody gets
Nice.
7
Damn.
points back. Including that lady there. So remember to press heal, not damage. Otherwise you get damage to 7.
Where the hell?
Yes.
Where the hell did that come from? I thought you were just an accountant, a cleric, a
An
book
accountant.
nerd.
All accounts have that power. What are you talking about?
Your
Oh,
accountant
okay.
never did that for you?
Well, you obviously don't know accountants very well.
I thought you were just like the professor's PA.
That is a good point. Bastien just took healing, and therefore his persistent bleed goes away.
Ooh.
All planned.
It's all going to plan, including all
Also
the critical
drain-
misses.
Also, the drained condition goes away, I think.
Oh yes, indeed. Very good point. So if you want conditions to go away, then you just right-click them to make them disappear. But you right-click them from the top right corner, not from your token. So if you single-click on your own token, you should see that to the left of the results column, two much larger icons representing anything that's currently affecting your character should appear.
I mean, do they though? I thought they only go when you sleep.
You have to actually deactivate them yourself, though.
No, I mean like drain. I thought drain that goes when you sleep.
It says it in the It says it in the description for Bloodseeker. A creature that has its blood drained by a Bloodseeker is drained one until it receives healing of any kind.
Oh, it's from that creature, not the actual condition itself. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Wing. Thank you. We're around to round 3, so Caelee.
Well, seeing everything going on, are you still hurt, Ragnar?
He's got one attached to him,
I'm-
certainly.
Yes, I'm okay, but I'm struggling with the one attached to me.
Is there a way that I can try and help him detach it without making him bleed?
Sure. You're probably going to have to go up
I
to
will
him
walk
first.
close to him first, yep.
You
Just
can try a
smash
grapple.
it.
You can
I'll
try
be
and
smashing it with my hand.
push
Yes,
it.
smashing is good enough. Ragnar is not very soft. You can just kick it or smash it or
Well, at Ragnar's suggestion, Caelee's just gonna punch it.
Okay.
yeah, just swing your blade, my lady.
My blade is my fist, my dagger sheath.
This is going to hurt if she actually hits Ragnar. Clang. That is a hit.
Nice.
So this is just to pummel the thing, yes?
It's just punching.
Yes, very
Alright.
effective.
So
I'm helping.
you are helping.
Yes.
You did hit it. So that's
Definitely.
one action to move, one action to punch. Are you doing anything else with your third and final?
And then I will battle medicine on Ragnar.
Okay.
No, please don't. I'm perfectly fine. Just
It
kick the
says
thing one more
nothing's-
time, please.
Nothing hurts,
He's
and
not that
Caelee's made
bad.
the decision.
Okay.
Yeah, let the guy play as he's done.
Oof, that was a failure for battle medicine.
It was.
Trying to swat it. That's what happens when you try and interfere with the work of a cleric.
Yeah. I can't
Sorry.
select it. I just have to click and drag it onto him.
Oh, I see. Okay. That may have been me pressing it at the same time, though. So it
Oh,
might
okay.
be an
Well, then
illusion.
I just, took the wonderful achievement of me clicking and dragging it through it on the track.
It may well have been you. I don't know. We just happened to do it at the same time, so one of us succeeded. So let's just take the overall win. One of us succeeded there. Right then, Bastien. But down, 2 remaining.
It looks like Callie's helping out here. I'm going to go and help Roach to start with.
Do you maybe want to go this side? It is already
Well-
off guard, actually, so that's...
Yeah. And if I could kill it, I then could attack the one next to
good point.
on Ragnar. Potentially. We'll see. May not. This may all work out horribly, but try. Brace yourself as I swing my big hammer towards Roach's arm.
The last thing you ever saw.
Yep.
That's a hit. Nice.
Swoosh. Middling damage.
And- So, doesn't completely kill it. You're being a little more careful this time. So
Yeah,
smush
yep.
indeed it was. It's still alive.
I will-
It probably wishes it wasn't.
Yeah, I will.
Fame.
I will. I will bring out that one with the map. Don't worry, I probably won't hit you. Probably.
Oh, there's another hit. Well done.
Ooh,
Consistent hits here.
I
I see who's taking everybody else's good rolls.
Yeah. This is not me normally, but hey, I'll take it.
Splat.
Nice.
I think you're bleeding. Sorry.
Yep. That does mean that, yes. Let me find it. Where is it? Bleed.
How is Bastien killed? He's like wrecking him. We preferred one, isn't it?
Hammer of Pharasma is doing mighty work today.
Or at the very least, pest control is in the building.
Yes. My hammer is a fly sorter.
Well, that's your 3 actions, so...
That is my 3, yeah.
Ragnar.
Nicely done.
Okay, Ragnar points his sword at the blood seeker, and some lightning discharges from it.
Ooh,
Electric
nice.
arc.
It has to take a save.
Ooh.
Okay. Zippity zap. And it succeeded, so it takes half. So it's still taking damage. Zip zap.
Okay, and then the blade
One action.
tries to smash it.
And that's a hit.
All your hair stood on end, Ragnar. Are you okay?
Oh, yes.
Minimum damage, but that is still 6. Dead.
Nice.
Okay.
All the bugs have been finished. But there is now a bleed effect, pardon me, on Ragnar as well. So let me just find that.
Hold on, I know something. I know something that'll help this. I'm going to reach out and close my eyes, and then I'm going to pat Ragnar on the shoulder and cast
there.
Lay on Hands.
Lay on Hands. Okay, groovy.
Oh.
You are Pharasma's got you, old chap.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, no, I meant that was for Roach. Sorry. Roach.
You took my healing, you bastard! Intercepted the arm halfway through.
He just shrivels into an old man as it takes the life flame.
I made Roach bleed, so I
apologise to him by laying on hands. Okay, cool.
Yes, yeah.
So,
thanks
Coach,
Roach.
you can get rid of the. You can right-click the persistent bleed, take that away before it has any chance to do any effect. But somebody can try and stop the bleeding on Ragnar before he actually has to take his turn to do so. So,
Absolutely.
Rell's up. Heal. Excellent.
Wait, what?
I have 1 trick.
What?
There we are.
Button
Ragnar
pressed.
heals 8 points and also can get rid of the bleed effect.
What?
Nice.
What are you?
Thank you. Thank you, Rell.
I am an accountant.
Look, the accountant thing just slipped out. I just meant you're bookish and well, you don't seem like a wizard. I knew a wizard once. They were very bookish and but they were very obvious about reading their reading out when they were making magic appear. But what you seem like you're touched by something. It's fascinating. What? Again, apologies. I just thought you were just some sort of assistant for the professor.
You have witnessed divine magic, sir. That's for sure.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, where does your powers come from, Rell? It's amazing.
I'm not quite sure either. It's just started happening a few years back. I'm not quite sure I even get it completely.
Well, we can see why the professor kept it close. That's for sure.
Yes. I mean, apart from obviously, the skill with balancing the books and the like. Sorry, are you actually an accountant? I never really
I am.
asked.
People can have jobs.
Okay. I just I never thought of an accountant being cool. No offense to accountants or anything. But,
I have now lost all my accountant audience.
Point taken, I was not cool until now.
Out of character, I'm also apologising to accountants for this slander. But Bastien is looking at Rell with sort of unhidden awe at this point in terms of where's this power come from? Definitely something divine about it.
Yes, Bastien. My mother wanted me to be a cleric, a cloister cleric, and you see what you see.
Well, I mean, clerics are super cool. Caelee?
Caelee's just smiling, just looking at Rell and smiling.
Oh yes.
You there? I couldn't quite make it as a cleric. I wasn't. No, I guess I wasn't worthy enough or studious enough or touched enough. But I have some of her lady's blessings. But these two are something else, something special.
I mean,
you two.
Sorry, go on.
No. You two are special too. Roach, Ragnar, that was impressive.
I almost envision when that big healing burst went off, it's more like time rewound to the point where you didn't have that injury.
Mm.
So it was like a kind of effect.
Amazing.
And yes, the barkeep, the man at the back himself, Zokar, goes, 3 cheers for our intrepid explorers and adventurers! Round on me, for everybody!
Ooh.
Big cheer goes up. Adivian Andrasant comes up and goes, good gracious, that was amazing! Well, I see now why the professor put such stock in all 5 of you. I mean, they were enormous bloody bugs, but still. Adivian kind of gestures to all the massive blood spatters everywhere.
Sorry about that.
Sirs, madams, that was amazing. I feel safer now in the knowledge that though I may be leaving tomorrow, I will be leaving this place and Lady Kendra in definitely safe hands. Incredible.
You can rely on us.
I'll tell you what. Excuse me a second. He starts. Adjustant starts fiddling through his pockets. Ah! He goes and draws out what looks like an envelope. Special envelope and letter inside, developed mostly by my father's business interests. It's essentially a sending spell wrapped up into this special envelope. It's usually only used for communication between those of us in the business, but I think in this instance, I'd very much like to give this to you. One of you can hold on to this, and you can essentially send me messages whenever you like, and you know what? You have inspired me. I'm going to use everything I can to assist you in whatever way I can.
Oh!
If you ever need to contact me for any favors or anything like that, then I insist you use this sending envelope to send me such a message, and I will endeavor to do so to the best of my ability.
It's a very gracious gift, sir. It's a very
Who-
expensive magic
Who's
item.
taking the envelope?
Nerds. I'm looking directly at Rell. This is paper. Ugh. There's writing involved. Ugh.
It's alright, I got a folder, I can keep it in.
There you
Cool.
go.
Okay.
Probably,
So, somewhere
probably
in your inventory, you can just make a quick note. Sending envelope.
probably already catalogued and archived in a neat binder somewhere.
I mean, Emilia, if anyone ever looks into Rell's backpack, do they see everything neatly stowed away in specific pockets?
It's like one of those backpack managing games where you gotta fit everything and line them up.
We used to call it Tetris back in my day.
Yes.
Yes, making fun of an accountant again. I see.
Well, there's also something else I could potentially do for you. I have to travel now, so I'll be spending the rest of the night packing, and I will be leaving with the morning's carriage. I'll be travelling through Lepidstadt and conducting business there before whatever other business my father's company has me on next. But if you're ever in the area, I will leave word with my housekeeper for my vacation house in Lepidstadt to be left open for you if you ever need to use it. The same goes for Lady Kendra. If any or either or all of you need to use the house for any reason whilst either passing through or staying in Lepidstadt for any period of time, you're more than welcome to use it.
Thank you, kind sir.
Amazing. Incredible. Well, I must say, this whole night's business has been more than enough for my frail nerves. I'm afraid I must take to bed. So unless I see you on the morrow, I wish you all the very best of luck in your endeavours. Pass my well wishes on to Lady Kendra, and I hope to maybe see you again in the near future. Gentlemen, ladies.
Ragnar bows politely.
Edivin Androsant
Yo.
walks off. And that, unless anyone's got anything to add there,
No.
and that is a good place to leave tonight's session.
Nice.
This is where we always end it, just in the tavern.
Yes, the tavern.
It
Every
is
session must end
becoming
in
a
a tavern.
thing.
And blood everywhere again.
Yes, this time there's been furniture wrecked and there's a lot of blood, but hey, that's what a mop and a rag is for.
That's what a good tavern is for.
Exactly. Well, in any case, yes, thanks to my players for being awesome, as per usual. This has been great. I hope you've enjoyed it. There's
Thank you.
more coming
Yes.
next week, as long as everybody's available.
Yes.
Definitely.
Fabulous. If that changes, of course, let me know and we will see about going forward. Always flexible in that regard. But thanks to anybody who stopped to have a look in on the stream. I can see some of you did. Yeah, and some of you are still sticking around. So hopefully you enjoyed it too. If you're watching this on YouTube later on the off chance that you do, you're one of the 3 people who actually keep up with anything I post, then thanks for stopping by. If you liked it enough, then, maybe leave a like, because that might maybe help with the algorithm. Who knows these days? Whatever. But the continuing saga of Carrion Crown will be continued next week. Until that time, keep an eye on the shadows. There might be something lurking there. But take care of each other, treat each other with kindness and respect, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.